and we were having a dope, interesting, elevated conversation about age of consent. Motherfucker G Prince was annoying everybody.
Yeah, me and Ebner had actually got into it about that, man, because I was the one of the first ones that told them to keep them GBG niggas and all the Fight Club rejects away. I was one of the first people and everybody, jumped. Everybody, I called them roaches, bro. I'm like, yo, don't let these dudes come in and contaminate your show. Once one come, everybody came. You know what I'm saying? And after, after Fight Club ceased to exist, everybody came in. Yeah, and then they started taking it over. And me and him had actually gotten into it a couple of days ago about that.
We have a track record from people on this space that are going to this might be risky. For whatever reason, our space merged on a way that everybody that is here is there. Okay? Totally fine. It is what it is. We have track record of these people for months being the biggest pieces of shit on this space, not coming up, doing the most.
Our whole little family got y'all in y'all feelings. Oh, well, she shouldn't show her kids. Nah, y'all shouldn't show y'all ugly ass kids. I said it. Y'all shouldn't show y'all unexceptional ass fucking kids. I said it. I showed mine because I dare one of y'all to come fucking touch a hair on their head. Fuck with me.
Another thing that I didn't mention on the stream because I didn't really get enough time to mention it, was how Fetty operates, and that's a legitimate criticism that I still hold true. I'm not walking that back at all. That is an actual serious criticism. How he tends to use other people to criticize other people so you could get them to do what they want. He did it to, and I mentioned this on the stream, he did it to not only Doe Sherelle, but he also did it to me too, because there was a panel that I did on Cheeky's panel to where he had an issue with little podcasts, and then he stayed in the chat asking little podcast something about him having sex with a 17-year-old when he was 24 or something like that. And he kept trying to get me to ask him, and he kept trying to moral fag or moral prick me to be like, aren't you an investigator? Should you, that's the type of thing, that's the type of shit I'm talking about, right? You're trying to use me by proxy in order to attack someone that you don't like at the time. And I'm sorry, I feel like that is a legitimate criticism. That's not a narrative. That is things that you've done in the past before that I could actually bring up and show to you, right? That's just how I see it. And if you have a problem with it, I'm sorry. There's nothing I could really do about that.
So can someone tell me this? Okay, in 6 months, right? You go into looking like this, right? Y'all know who this is, right?
No, I can't see him on my phone.
You can't see who this is?
Here is my name, Claudio Rafael Silva Landim. My full name.
Yeah, LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. All right, so this video, we have the full history, the full lineage, everything in the correct chronology following this, because this is after a lot of the things that we go through. Nonetheless, let's get into this. This is a history of how this all happened. I had to do a deep dive of history to see what this motherfucker's issue was with me to begin with in the first place. Beyond all the Predator stuff that came out, the jealousy, the hating, the wanting to be like me and my platform, it's all going to be unveiled in here. All the lies he's told about other content creators, the deflections. We're calling him out for his predatory comments, him having a serious conversation about the age of consent and then saying some very predator-like comments, not being accountable for that. So what does he do? Deflect. Made a diss video about me, lying upon my name. We're going to break down those lies and get into that right after or following this. went to try to foderize Fantasy Island Girl because Fantasy Island Girl was the one person on the panel that said, nah, that sounded like you were serious. That sounded like some serious statements. Anybody that stood up to him or said anything to him, he tried to make a mockery of them somehow, some way via show. He tried to shit on Fantasy Island Girl's entire life, her marriage. He tried to talk shit about her husband. He had a show called what is the show called? I have the files. Hold up, y'all. The Fantasy Island Girl Hostage. Or the Fantasy Island Hostage. I got to pull it up so I can see it verbatim. But nonetheless, he did a show about Fantasy and his wife. He had a bunch of characters run convenient deflections for him. He had E Black's dusty ass dusting it up with no views running a deflection. He had Raw B, who I thought was staying out of all Fatty's beefs, running deflections for Fatty, dissing Fantasy Island Girl, basically having rhetoric that kind of subliminally takes shots at my platform and my rhetoric, having folks like Chicago Rilla on her platform running his mouth, also saying these weird ass comments about fuck everybody else's kids. It's a whole mess on this platform. Jay Prince is dusting it up on his platform. The videos that they're putting out on him, it's ridiculous. This entire space is down bad and dusty. And it's pathetic. They needed me to farm content for them to steal things from my show and components from my show. But before we get into all that, because it's all here, I don't even have to speak that much in this presentation. We're going to react to the video. Let's get into the backstory of how he stalked and harassed Courtney to the point where Courtney fought back and he called the troops. I showed the part one. In part one of this breakdown, I showed when they went back and forth. Courtney and Fatty on the panel when he had to beg for mercy and basically confess to this.
I have no evidence that you are an harlot, and none at all. I just say things to hurt you because you said things to hurt me, and that's how people usually go about. I will leave you alone.
So she got him to say all that because he was capping through his teeth. But this is what happened prior to all that. There's some more backstory because his issue with me all stems from his loving and grouping out for Courtney Michelle, Lapeef, and Anton Daniels. Yes, that's where the problem initially starts. It's pathetic. This guy wanted to be around them. He was mad I was doing numbers, speaking and covering their stuff. Let's get into this, man. This is real pathetic. And something traumatic happened to this guy. In 6 months, he went from this to the fat person he is now. That's not bullying. That's a description of what the hell he looks like. I know he tries to report folks for all that, but that's not what it is. This is you know what I mean? We're not doing any of that. This is no bullying. This guy reported a post. Jesus Christ. All I did was prove that he was copying my stuff and he reported a post so no one could see the evidence. But let's get into this.
Not well.
No, but I can make an assumption.
This Fatty.
That's bullshit.
This Fatty. 9 months ago.
9 years ago.
This wasn't 9 years ago.
Man said 9 years ago.
Dang.
This wasn't 9 years ago.
It was almost 7 years ago now, if we look at the dates. But from this point to 6 months later, he gained all that weight. So something traumatic happened to this guy. And he came to the internet to take out all his rage via massive fabrications on people, slandering folks' characters and saying, oh, my bad. Yo, you should see the filthy work that they do to Fantasy Island Girl to try to deflect from all the pedo comments that he's making, trying to foderize her with some bootleg pictures, some fabricated Photoshop pictures of Fantasy Island Girls to try to slander her name. It's so pathetic out here.
Whoa. That's impossible. The boy, he's been on YouTube longer than that, and he's always been kind of big.
All right, why you doing this, man? You going down the path you don't like.
Fuck him.
But it's still.
And so this is Fatty now.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yo!
But
What?
you have the audacity to come to me.
No, where Elijah go? Talk to Elijah.
No.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Fatty did a show about me last week and said Courtney is ran through. Didn't say who ran through me.
I have no evidence that you are an harlot, and none at all. I just say things to hurt you because you said things to hurt me, and that's how people usually go about. I will leave you alone.
Ain't said nobody that I've been with, but told his followers Courtney is so ran through. Who ran through me?
But
Where
listen, listen what I'm saying. You going down the path.
Jay the Informant says it could be because of the C-19 lockdowns. It was December 2017. From December 2017 to June 2018, he put on all that weight. So that was before the C-19 lockdowns. He doesn't even have that excuse. He don't have that excuse.
Titty boy.
No.
Tell him about the path. I'm trying to tell him about the path.
Darker than mine.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
When he was on his channel, talking about Courtney and Lucky, ain't nobody said shit.
He has talked
Nobody said
anything about me.
But yeah, this is the thing though. This the thing. What's the moral code for a troll?
I don't understand why he is here. What the? Okay, hold on, chaotic. I'm gonna get to your ass in a minute. Logic, what you got to say? Because I'm over it.
I said, what's the moral path for a troll?
That shit crazy.
What's the limits for a troll?
Where did you get that pic?
Men are listening to this guy because he thinks that he can pull women. And I don't understand why anyone would listen to any advice from this man that has double D's.
Okay, well, let them do that, though. But what I'm saying, what they got, like I said, the thing, what I'm trying to get you to understand is this. You try to operate by a moral code. What's the moral code?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I fucked that up. I was trying to open another browser, and I just interrupted. Hold up, chat. Goddamn. What the hell did I do? Fuck life, man.
What the hell was that?
All right, chat. I'm going to make this real quick. Hold up, chat. This right here, we're going to get right back into this because she's cooking the shit out of him. This is why no one feels sorry for this guy. This guy did a show, The Fantasy Island Hostage, where he ridiculed and disrespected Fantasy Island Girl while lying on me, talking about that zesty simp god guy. Who cares about that? Having, who was it? Tommy Sotomayor on his panel while they review her show, shitting on her husband, saying that he's a hostage, he's a beta, he's X, Y, and Z, talking all this shit about her husband randomly. You got Tommy Sotomayor here. You know about their back and forth. For some reason, he's always like, oh, Fantasy has an issue with him. But he popped up on the show to talk shit about Fantasy for some reason. So they're trying to foderize people because she doesn't believe that he was joking and those were serious predator comments. You see how these folks do? And then they have other folks running deflections to try to cook them to make it look like they're not specifically out for them and they're not bullying them or anything. And it's a real problem with other folks in the community. We're gonna get right back into the main video that I was reacting to. Hold up, chat. Hold up real quick. Let me hit y'all with some.
Making a dope, interesting, elevated conversation about Deja Consent. Motherfucker G Prince was annoying, baby body.
You go into looking like this. So, can someone go? Fatty now.
Yeah.
Who ran?
But yeah, this the thing though. This the thing. What's the moral code for a troll?
I don't understand why he is here. What the? Okay, hold on, chaotic. I'm gonna get to your ass in a minute.
Oh, I didn't even realize Chaotic Truth was here.
Logic, what you got to say? Because I'm over it.
I said, what's the moral path for a troll?
That shit crazy.
What's the limits for a troll?
Where did you get that pic?
Men are listening to this guy because he thinks that he can pull women. And I don't understand why anyone would listen to any advice from this man that has double D's.
Okay, well, let them do that, though. But what I'm saying, what they got, like I said, the thing, what I'm trying to get you to understand is this. You try to operate by a moral code. What's the moral code for a troll? What's the limits?
He don't have one.
So
baby.
I know not. But if you know that, then you know that. Guess what? Ain't no limits. So you asking for it. Like I said, you know what? Let him do what he do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you stay in the lane or whatever lane you trying to stay in now.
Here's my problem with that. If we know a troll got no limits, there should be no pushback when we call him a pedophile when he say he want to fuck a 12-year-old and then validate that by making a joke about a 6-year-old.
That's fact. Shout out to the World Star. That is absolute fact. Shout out to the Monkey King Ghost with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting
You got nothing to say, but shout out to you. Let's get it.
No pushback. It should be no excuse.
It's not, but it's not gonna come with acknowledgement. That's the problem. The crowd is big enough.
The problem is this, though.
I mean, he won't leave me alone, Logic.
But
he's
I know, but listen to what World Class.
Leave me alone.
He's in the chat right now saying when it rains it pours. It's kind of covered by my super chat handle and shit right beneath the screen right here. I don't know if y'all can see the cursor, but he's in the chat right now saying when it rains it pours. So he's been.
But listen what World Class just said, right? Look, not only. But listen though. Not only if there's no limits on the other end, you can't shame a troll.
He also says, then tell that I didn't warn her. I gotta move these handles so y'all can see, so I'm not just speaking and hold up. Y'all gotta take my word for it. We ain't trying to do all that. Oh shit, where is it? Where is this so y'all can see it? Hey, yo, what the hell's going on? There we go. Comment right there. Then tell that I didn't warn her.
I don't give a damn. He stalks my life. But I told him, if he used my content, I am going to flag him. I sure am. If he says something wild, he needs to know I do have a lawyer on retainment. So I'm ready for fact.
Whoa. If he uses your content and it's fair use, you can't flag him.
Learn the rules.
That's foul. Although he's a pedo, this is YouTube. It's a platform. You got to kind of go with the...
He doesn't know financially I got him. This little YouTube check that he's getting is dwindling down. That's why he's been on my shit for hours long trying to find shit. Because he won't stop stalking me. He will not leave me alone. I have blocked him. He makes another page to get on my shit because I've blocked him from my shit. I had blocked him from my Instagram. He makes another page begging me to get on his shit. I don't respond because I cannot stand him. He is an absolute loser. I do not talk to incels.
This guy had the audacity to get on his platform after I got hit with a harassment for a community post in which I called him out and showed the date versus date. I didn't mention him. I didn't say his name. I didn't at him. All I did was show the evidence, which is in the Discord. I provided it in the Discord the day of. And I got flagged for harassment and bullying because of the couple of words. I'm not even repeating the words. But really and truly, are you kidding me? So you're harassing all these women, and then when a man stands up and cooks you and exposes your shit, you're flagging for harassment to get me off the platform for a week to silence the message? And then this guy had the audacity to get on his platform and have a smoke show. Oh, I want you on my platform. The man that's making videos about you, sir, calling you a pedo and a predator. You want me on your platform for what? Make it make sense. You're not even going to deal with the argument. You're not going to run around the central point for what? This guy wants a feature that bad, such a goddamn groupie. I'm not platforming anybody that's calling me these type of names. There's validity to it too, you idiot. Like what?
I do not talk to men that has admittedly said they have sex with sex dolls. The man comes in plastic. And you think that I would ever talk to a man like that? Whoa. Leave me alone.
How did I miss that?
No. You look.
I mean, this is the
Cause
truth.
Don't do that, nigga. Cause you egging this shit on. Look, like I just said.
You tried to jump on my show yesterday. I have never tried to jump on your show.
And that's what he does. This nigga's so full of shit. He will try to lure you. He flagged down my channel talking about, he'll give me 10K if I can prove that he did it. Listen, y'all, you can't actually prove somebody did it because there is a clause of, where is this? I thought I had this in the folder. They don't show exactly. I put it in the Discord. I put all the evidence in the Discord, so everyone that's privy to the Discord sees it. You can't. It doesn't show who flags when you flag unless it's a copyright. But if it's for bullying and the statement is, you know what? Let's get back into this.
Understand where he's getting that? Why do you want to jump on your show, fatty? I don't like you.
Courtney, you getting trolled. Hey, and you playing into this shit. This crazy. You get trolled.
He's a stalker.
We need a peace
Just
treaty.
block him and get it over with.
Life.
We need a peace treaty.
He stalks my goddamn life.
You sure it isn't admiration and flattery? Is it stalking or is it admiration and flattery?
No, it's stalking so she can give him attention. It's validation.
Multiple times, multiple months. Leave me the fuck alone. He DMs me. He comes in my chat. He's still in my goddamn chat. I block him. He makes new pages to come on my shit.
And guess what? You know what? I hate to say it, but it's kind of genius because it's working right now.
Well,
Exactly.
Because this is recorded, and because I have made a public statement that this man is stalking me, that he will not leave me alone. What will happen is that I'm going to record this and we can put it to other publications. And so we can talk about how women in this space have incels that won't leave them alone. And there's a lot of stories how incels go and try to find the woman that they admire and try to hurt them. That guy that we just found out paid $60,000 to meet his IG fantasy.
Now I get where she's coming from with this sentiment, but that story turned out to be fake. He didn't actually pay the $60,000 to meet Ruby.
It's real life.
I don't even think it's that.
Hey, that's a slippery slope, fam. That's slippery.
You guys don't understand that women in
we do, but look, the nigga ain't doing no crazy shit like that. He just literally stalking you for some YouTube views.
This nigga's not doing any crazy shit. He's just literally stalking you for YouTube views. Well, that's against the policies because I got a flag for this for a post that I made calling him out for lying. He didn't want the evidence out there, so he silenced me for a week. I got hit with a harassment policy. And you can't tell me that's some YouTube automated shit. They just randomly ran it. I've said way worse in community tabs and nothing has ever happened. The second I show evidence, I just showed evidence that he's lying, it gets flagged. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Fuck with you for YouTube views. That's it. He fuck with you for YouTube views. That's it.
The fact that ain't nobody calling him a loser. Ain't that a loser? You're stalking that don't want to be bothered because you want a show because you have nothing else to say.
Acknowledgement is validation, though. That's the problem. You're not seeing me. Acknowledgement is validation. So by you doing that shit, you're giving a motherfucker what they want. The thing is it's attention. It's all it's based upon is attention. It doesn't matter about anything else but attention.
Wait. Hey,
No. Hold on.
What kind of fucking shit is looking for read comment, me too ass comment? Ain't nobody trying to control her. I don't give a fuck.
I'm literally saying for this fat bastard, leave me alone. I have said it for months. He refuses. So somebody's gonna pick this up. Unfortunately, it's not.
So Great Pill says, that's YouTube. I reported and flagged an actual channel that was breaking TOS and more. Nothing happened. So you can flag channels that are actually breaking terms of service, because this motherfucker keeps posting Jay Prince's kids. You're not supposed to be doing that. Jay Prince is a negligent parent. I've seen the videos. It's fucking pathetic. It's like, what the hell are you doing, sir? What the fuck are you doing? Nonetheless, why is this guy so fascinated and fixated with posting kids constantly on his channel? And he just deletes it right after. Constantly posting videos of kids. Constantly slandering my name in videos. And then he deletes the videos after. He throws rocks, hides his hands. But we got a lot here. We got a lot more than just this.
I'm gonna be black folks because y'all love the entertainment. But just like the white woman got.
Hey, wait a minute. I just realized, Grey Pill, you reporting channels out here, bro?
I've seen him do it.
Cynthia G out of here. It's gonna be somebody white that picks it up and here's a woman saying this man will not leave her alone. And she has
so Courtney,
that won't do shit, and so someone white is gonna pick it up.
Courtney. So what you got to say about Lucky trying to beat you me in the comments?
You say what happened?
Stop trying to control her.
Now we have Fatty on camera saying that if anything happens to his channel or he's feeling a certain way, then he basically said his audience will go over there and do something to your channel, basically inciting his audience to go strike down people's channels or try to report people's channels or do something to people's channels if anything happens to him. And in the comments, there was a commenter that said, when I accused him of potentially doing something to report my channel because it's like a community post, how do you get a strike off a community post? The commenter said that he would be just if he did it, and he liked the comment with the public heart. Oh, it would be justified if you did it. What he's doing is fucked up. So he has his people empowered over there to try to flag people's channels for holding them to the fire for the things that they said out of their own mouth. He's calling me LGBTQ TV, whatever the fuck he's calling me. Trying to add me into the alphabet group. But me, I'm showing the things that he actually said. He's just doing that because that's what he does. He tries to call people names and insult them when he feels hurt because he's pathetic. He said it out of his own mouth. This is what I'm talking about. I don't got to say anything. This is not mere conjecture. This is out of his own mouth.
I have no evidence that you are a harlot, and none at all. I just say things to hurt you because you said things to hurt me, and that's how people usually go about.
They married at 12, like 20-year-olds with 12-year-olds.
Because they all predators. Because they all predators.
I do believe Fatty, if the legal age of consent was 12, he definitely entertained it.
But I believe that in those cultures, those men are predators.
The fuck wrong with you, lady? Somebody try to control her.
She's not me telling you. She wants me to talk. Because what I am saying is true.
Alright, so is she gonna go down and try to get? She gonna try to get on there and defend you for this bullshit.
They're going to make sure his page is gone because they're going to see that he is harassing me.
Okay, is she gonna try to defend you when you start going through all this bullshit? Is she gonna be by your side, or she gonna go over there and be a part of the circus show?
Let's be real. I've always gone through shit on YouTube. Ain't nobody had my back but me. I've been going through shit with bullshit. This ain't nothing new. But the thing is, I know how to handle it better, and I know how to get the motherfuckers away. So
now, this is true because this video went private. I recorded this shit when it was airing because I knew it would go private because they brokered a deal, and that's how she got Fatty off of her back, by literally cooking him, exposing some shit, making him be like, you know what, let's just call this off because he's been harassing her.
You would, because like I said, now I understand I got to get the white people over here to see that I am being harassed. And that's why I'm putting this on the record. I have told this man to leave me alone multiple times. He refuses. He is in my DMs multiple times. He makes fake pages to get on my page multiple times to talk to me.
Hold up. What the fuck?
What the hell was that?
Hurricane Paro, that never happened. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's a total fabrication.
When the hell did I have shirtless pictures around men? Hey, yo.
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause. Let me just put this in real quick. Pause.
What are you talking about? On my IG, I have vacation pictures in Punta Cana. Shirtless, me and my girl. Though I'm a picture by myself in that one. The hell? What are you? What?
He will not leave me alone. He is harassing me.
Can I say something real quick? I think this.
Shout out to John with the $10 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
John says, let's not pass over Fatty gross ass. Told Aaron, absolutely yes, on that 12-year-old legal age shit. This nigga clearly doing sus shit off camera. This is the thing. Jay Prince recorded them secretly in the back of a StreamYards because they recorded Jay Prince secretly in the back of a StreamYards, or not in the back of a StreamYards. They recorded him when he was on live, and he basically Fatty got him to basically say yes to Fatty giving him $1,000 for his rent, and then Fatty said no and hung up and laughed at him with his whole panel. So it was like one of those breaches where he was recording, he was getting used against his will. He deleted the footage of that. He posted a clip of that, then deleted the footage. Nonetheless, so he violated Jay Prince. Jay Prince violated him back. It's not in this comp because I'm not going to put that type of footage into the comp. Everything that I grabbed is publicly available on YouTube. It's not no malicious back behind the scenes type of shit. I'm not adding that to the comp. But nonetheless, Jay Prince aired that on his channel where Aaron O was saying Fatty thinks like a predator. He was recorded off air in the back of a StreamYard saying this about Fatty. And then Aaron O also doubled down on his predator 16-year-old comment saying they're legal. What's the issue? So behind scenes, Jay Prince outed this. I think the World Class played it on his show as well. It's all outed. The entire space knows about this shit. They don't care. That's why the other guy talked about the GBG and the what do you call it, the Fight Club rejects and shit. They're all in this together. They all know they know they have these disgusting conversations. They're all filthy. They have predatory like thoughts, and none of them care. Why? Because that's the only way they can get money together. It's the only way. They can't do it separately. They're not real content creators. They don't really know what they're doing. They can't host a show by themselves without copying everything from me. And we're going to get into all of the elements of the copying. This is an expansive production. Let's get it, y'all.
It's a case of he might like you a little bit and you might be interpreted wrong way. Oh, he doesn't know how to.
Yeah, let's not forget the W's in the chat for John. Let's spam W's in the chat for John. Shout out to John.
Listen, before y'all jump on me, I know I could be wrong because I don't know nothing about none of this shit. I'm just saying what it sounds like. Huh?
I'm saying two things could be true though. The problem is if I bust off on this nigga by his head, if I put him on my platform, she just said that he's not getting any views.
Okay, I'm gonna get back into this in a second, but we have a caller. The World Class is called in. Shout out to the World Class. Oh shit, I gotta unmute you, fam. Hold up. All right, World Class, what do you got on the topic?
What up? I didn't really see where you were at. Appreciate it. Peace to the channel. Peace to the chat. I didn't really see where you were at, but I was here. I was there.
Yeah, you were on the panel. This is the panel with Courtney, you, Rilla, Chaotic. Yeah, a bunch of them.
Yeah, when he was talking, it was just weird. But yeah, man, it's I'm glad you're back. that day was kind of weird, but it was, I wasn't even up there for him, but she was kind of pissed. So definitely supporting him because the nigga he's weird. I just don't understand him. I don't understand his existence.
Tell me about the conversation that was recorded. Jay Prince recorded the conversation, right? It was in the back of a StreamYards where he said Fatty thinks like a predator and Aaron O was telling on himself. Is there any, do you have that audio? Is there any way you could sync that up and play that? Or actually, no, we're going to hold off on that. We're going to go to your channel to watch it. I'll share the link after, and I'll get the timestamp for everybody. They can share that after. But can you tell me about that? Speak about that moment. What do you think about them speaking behind stage? And that's exactly how they actually speak behind scenes.
See, the thing that's crazy about it is that their defense to everybody that's been holding them accountable is that we're picking and choosing who we want to hold accountable. When in reality, that's what they were doing.
Yep.
Because if Aaron O is saying that Fatty is a pedophile, and then went on to say some crazy stuff like JP said, you probably should stop defending this stuff. And Aaron O talking about why would you defend somebody? Why would you feel the need to defend somebody that's legal? Shows you that and like I've said over and over again, like you said, y'all are pedophiles by way of your position when it comes to age of consent. Y'all really think like this. This is your belief system.
That's their actual belief system, and then they're getting on the platform and peddling this shit to the public. Do you see this idiot in my comment section? He says, why didn't you both link up in Fatty Smoke Show and both be there? Because we don't do paddles. We don't do panels with pedos. I'm not doing a panel with a pedo. The man struck down my channel, flagged down my channel, so I can't make any content, make any money, not put out anything to disprove the lies he's saying on his platform, and you expect me to go on a pedo's platform and panel to have a discussion with them so he can make money off of it and talk about, oh, well, I'm making money, I'm still winning, you're still here, you're here for clout, blah, 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 all the bullshit he tries. They try to say I was chasing clout when the angry man came to my platform and did a show about me following after so I could run to his platform, and I didn't show up, and then he was crying. But I'm a clout chaser. These guys are foolish. Hold up, World Class. I'm going to pull up the screen, one real quick comment. This is when I showed the evidence that I did my show way before him with the drops and everything. 2019. In the description of this episode, it says, LT goes in on Karl Malone for having baby with an underage child when he was 20. I called out Karl Malone for fucking minors from time, 2019. I've steadily called out all of this filthy stuff. He just wants to be a victim. He doesn't want to be accountable, and he wants to be a victim for everything. That's what it comes down to.
Amen. And the funny part about why and whatnot go to his channel, Dum Dum, I've had Fatty blocked months before he ever did his first live.
Damn. You've seen the type of stalker this guy is. In this video that I'm about to react to after this conversation, I'm basically going through the entire chronology of how Fatty, he basically got on a platform with me, started hating on my shit, started stealing my shit, and then trying to reframe it that I'm hating and stealing from him. We have all the evidence because this is a public platform where all the videos stay up there in perpetuity unless you're like Fatty who throws rocks and hides their hands. That's why I'm like, this is all publicly documented. You can't lie to the chat. Like, everybody could see it. It's all here.
Yeah, it's just like a situation where you got a little funny looking fat chick or something, or funny looking person, period, and people been gassing him. That's what his supporters have done. It made him think he's somebody he's not. So his narcissistic deal is, I'm gonna flip it on y'all so I can feel better.
Yeah.
But that be the problem, man. It'd be people making him think he's something he's not, people making people thinking something they're not. And because this is the only attention they've ever gotten in their life, and then you run into people like myself, we're not going to let the dumb shit go. And the thing that's worse, not only that you said you would fuck a 12-year-old, not only that you said you would fuck a 14-year-old and a 16-year-old, is the way you're going about it is the most guilty, is the thing that makes you most guilty. So you say these things, and then your response to that is, I'm a bring up something on the people that's holding me accountable. Then watch this. I don't know if you said this. This is the shit that's crazy. Then your response as to why we shouldn't respond to you lying is to say that you apologize. But you apologize to the people that didn't hold you accountable. Because I know I ain't get one.
Yeah.
What sense does that make?
It doesn't even make sense. And what does an apology do at this point when you outed your ideology? This is the way you think. This is your frame of mind. So you're going to apologize for being a predator? You got to do the work on yourself and start changing your train of thought, your mentality. Like what kind of, and then the dumbest thing about him and E Black that got up on the panel, they said the nuance to the situation. The nuance in all of this conversation is that it's legal. That was their nuance. It's legal. I'm like, you guys are a bunch of predators. Like what in the hell?
I mean, you did a great job showing Aber and Preach verbatim the same stuff he said about Pearl. It's the same stuff he said about Fatty. So what's the difference between Pearly Things and Fatty? Nothing.
It applies logically, but their fan base are going to do the mental gymnastics. And this is what they do to Fatty. Fatty doesn't realize it because it's the internet and this is the most attention he's ever got in his life. They set him up for failure. They're signing him up to get fodderized by niggas like me and you who have the facts, who are smart enough to articulate our points concisely and show that this man is a goddamn predator and the way he moves is predatorial and his thought process is very pedophilic. And he's talking about call the cops, arrest me. We didn't say you were a child molester and we have evidence of you doing it. It's your mentality that is that of a pedophile. And the mental gymnastics that his fan base does, and they know that he is this way, but they're signing him up for entertainment. That's what it is. They want to see him go back and forth so they can be entertained. That's why they'll throw money and act like they really support, but really and truly, when his time is up, they'll all turn their back and go on to the next platform. Let me get to the super chat real quick. Shout out to John with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
John says, LT on his Van Jones shit, interviewing unfortunate witnesses. Unfortunate? What the hell? Are you an unfortunate witness? What the hell? Oh, I think he was probably talking about the last folks. I don't know. Shout out to John with the $5 super chat. So world class. I'm gonna get back into this presentation because there's a lot here that I gotta react to beyond the Courtney conversation. Is there any last thing you want to say before? Because I'm gonna have a panel come up following all the things I react to. But is there anything you want to say quickly before?
Yeah, I'll just come back up. I don't know if Courtney put it back down or not. I can't remember the conversation, but it was just weird. The other dudes on the panel trying to convince her that somehow she was wrong for calling this dude out. I'm like, what the hell are y'all talking about? Y'all spending more energy trying to tell her to calm down and responding to the nigga. Go talk to the nigga.
Yeah.
But
logic was like he's a troll. That's what trolls are gonna do. So it's like, okay, because you claim you're a troll and everything you do doesn't matter, so you're able to just pester folks, call folks out, disrespect folks, do the same shit that Daryl does, but then he's different than Daryl for some reason. It's like, make it make sense.
Absolutely not. But that's it. Definitely, I should be up. So I'll come back when you.
All right, cool. I respect for calling in.
Peace.
All right, let's get back into this, man. There's a lot here, man. This shows all. You know what? Let's get into it.
If a city ass say, "Hey, fuck this bitch ass nigga who keep on coming at her," that gets him more views because they gotta go see what the fuck he's going to say. So that's going to increase his little YouTube shake. That's the part where Courtney's not understanding. And anybody with a bigger platform than him speaks on it is going to get eyeballs. That's the thing. It's attention.
Let me tell you how you're wrong.
Fatty is a self-proclaimed troll. There ain't no shame in this game.
Hold up. Let me tell you how you're wrong.
Hold up. Before we get into that, World Class is about to tell him why he's wrong, but we're going to get into this super chat real quick. Shout out to John with that $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
John says, anyone who got to be on a panel with Aaron or Pedo Fatty and their bussy bros are unfortunate witnesses. Okay, that's what you meant. Okay, I get it. Shout out to John with the $5 super chat. See, this is unfortunate. This episode, I don't take pleasure in doing this episode because it's like really and truly Rob B supports Fatty. Y'all already know I support Robbie and I fuck with Robbie for a long time now. I can't support Robbie. I can't be on panels. I can't do shit with Robbie at this point. She belongs to that sector. She's caping for them even after she said all of this. Even after she pulled one of these. She's still doing panels with them. She's still supporting.
Bro, you like 16-year-old girls. I don't want to talk to you.
That's funny.
Hey, Lee, they tried to kill me over you,
16-year-old girls, bro. I'm not talking to you after that conversation. Matter of fact, you like 12-year-old girls.
I don't share spaces with pedophiles. I'll talk to y'all later.
So they're married at 12.
And then something happened and she went back to doing panels with these predators. So it's like at this point, this is not no picking on Fatty shit. I'm losing a valued collaborator. I like Rob B's content. I like what the hell she's doing, but Rob B did some very slimy activity in defense of Fatty to deflect, going at Fantasy Island Girl with this shit. It's like, why this whole thing is a mess, man. They belong to the same sector. They're doing their collabs. They can make their business together. It is what it is. I'm not gonna all of a sudden start talking so much shit about Robbie like I didn't support Robbie and support her content. So they can't be doing that. It's like Robbie brings some finances over to this situation too. She's a valuable asset. That's why people like having Robbie and working with Robbie on content. But nonetheless, you got to stand on principle. She's standing over there doing platforms with this guy. It's like, come on, man. I can't be doing that. Fantasy Island Girl's one of the few that stood on business. And she's not fucking with that. You can make all the shows you want about her. She's not going over to the Predators platform to do panels with them. She's not supporting him. So I fuck with that. At some point, you got to stand on principle, even if it's to your own financial detriment. It's like, what are you supposed to sell out? We supposed to be Adam 22? It's all about the money. If it's all about the money, all of our girls are getting porked for the money then. What the hell? Sign them up for OnlyFans and getting porked by Jason Love if it's all about the money. What the hell's wrong with these people? No damn integrity, no morals, no standards, nothing. Filthy work out here.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Victim for the money, man.
Fatty didn't have any channel. When he said,
and I say a victim for the money because they all built the same way. It's through that same Fight Club bullshit where they need panels and these type of dramas to farm content. When you're not from that scene and you built otherwise, you don't have to be a cuck for them. You don't got to cuck up to Fatty's bullshit. These people damn well know that he fodderizes people on the platform, but he has the attention over there. So they're like, oh, we got to stay over here to get some sort of attention. Flora was somebody that I was going to basically call out the shit Fatty was doing to Flora, but Flora finds herself constantly over there. Flora just wants to be a victim. She's always participating over there. So I'm like, I can't. You're participating. You're a willing full victim at this point, man. So it's like, you got to live with that, Flora.
You're done.
He was fucking 12-year-old. He didn't even have a channel. I dragged the fuck out of him.
I never heard that.
I dragged the fuck out of him. He didn't have a channel. He hopped on other people's channel and built his shit. Okay? So the nigga, I blocked him because he know he can't go back and forth with me because I'm making him look fucking retarded. I blocked him. This nigga got in jail.
Now that's facts. When I actually, y'all can see the one time I actually had like a serious debate with Fatty on the channel when he called in trying to defend Anton's honor and he got cooked. I watched World Class debate Fatty because he reposted it on his panel. Fatty got cooked then too. He does not want any of the smoke. He just wants us on his panel and his platform to basically say, oh, we're clout chasing. We don't mean the things we said. We don't believe he's a pedo. We just want, like, stop the cat, man.
AP's fucking account and came and I blocked him. He got on something called the Shadow Realm. I had to block him. So it's not about him liking her. This nigga's just obsessive compulsive because he needs attention. He literally did that shit to me.
That's what I said, attention.
But it's not about the stuff you were saying. It wasn't about the attention in the.
Pebble said Flora broke free. Did Flora break free? Because I keep seeing Flora go back. I don't know. I haven't watched it in a while.
Wait.
Hold on. Hold on, because I'm finna drop down and let y'all have at it. I'm not trying to get in the middle of none of y'all having an issue with dude or nothing like that, right? But here's what I will say. Because I keep hearing, he said he would, no, this is what I'm saying, Court, straight up. Because, again, like I tell you, Court, we've been through these wars enough. Your ass got dragged for like a year and a half straight. I don't even know why you entertaining this shit.
Long, so he can't do nothing.
Right, so
long, they never did.
Right, I agree with you. That part I agree with. So that's why I don't even know why you entertain this. But
well, I don't know why he said he gonna do something special that Daryl Long they never did.
I can't answer for that either. But I keep hearing this. He sleeping with 12-year-olds. Where are y'all getting that from?
No. He said he was asked, would he fuck a 12-year-old? He said yes.
What?
He wanted yes.
I heard that when he married.
You would not be on YouTube if you said that.
No. What happened was the line of wait, hold on. If I remember correct, the line of questioning was if it was legal in your country or whatever, would you marry a 12-year-old? And he said yes, absolutely.
That's what Aaron O.
Right?
Aaron O was asked that.
No. Let's be clear. And then the question was asked.
No, they asked Aaron O, a 16-year-old.
If your daughter was a minor and she had a man older than her.
Oh shit, my bad, y'all. I am violating some of these. Hold up, y'all. Give me 1 second, chat. We have a Cash App or a PayPal from C Ann. Shout out to C Ann with the $20 PayPal.
I'm getting rich.
C-Ann says, LTTV, always keeping it real. Keep exposing these P. Shout out to C-Ann with the $20 PayPal. Y'all spam W's in the chat. W's in the chat for C-Ann. Shout out to Ready On with the $20 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
I hope that's how you spell your, or that's how you pronounce the name. Ready On. Shout out to you with the $20 super chat. You say salute to you. Shout out to you. W's in the chat for C-Ann and Ready In with the 20 ball. Shout out to y'all. Also,
stick together. Pause.
Not for y'all, for what I just said.
To take care of her, would you allow that? Hell, fucking yeah, I'll tell her to jump on that dick.
Yeah,
right. And so again,
sent the super chat. JD sent the super chat.
Hey, y'all might get angry at this, but I got 2 daughters, yo, and I've always wanted them to, if they was gonna be dating somebody much older than them.
But wait, because I don't have no issues with it. When people have
an 8-year-old daughter, and you think that I would want my daughter to be with someone 16, or if my daughter is 16 to be with someone 24?
Nah, well, that's a bit extreme, but
if you think that I would want my 12-year-old to be with a 30-year-old, you are fucking sick.
Well, hold up, y'all. I didn't want my daughters dating at all when they were teenagers. I'm talking about, my daughters are in their 30s. I'm an old nigga. So,
no, we're talking about
when they were adults, I wanted them to date men that were much older than them.
We're talking about 12-year-olds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think they should be dating at all.
So,
yo, just to make it clear, y'all, if y'all got here late, I have nothing to do with this sector. Fuck this sector. Anybody that does panels with Fatty and these pedos and the Predators, Aaron O and these motherfuckers, fuck y'all. Y'all don't think y'all can come around my platform. I ain't doing no shows with y'all. I ain't doing no panels with y'all. Y'all are it's filthy work out here. This manosphere shit is pathetic, man. It is pathetic.
So again, this is what I'm saying, because the nature of these conversations, all these people be having all these goofy conversations, you can't really tell what's said in jest, what's serious, what's going on with what.
This nigga Rilla was on Robbie's channel talking about, oh, these niggas don't actually do things in their community. Can they name the city councilors X, Y, and Z? It's like, what the fuck? Well, yes, I can actually, but what the hell does that have to do with a man being a predator and being held accountable for his pedophilic commentary? This is what I'm saying. These guys are filthy in this area, man.
Right? And so, because I've seen this going on for a minute. So are we still saying that we honestly believe dude is a pedo?
Absolutely.
No, this is what they said. This is what it said. This is what is being said. Nobody's saying nobody neighborhood. So besides the content of it, nobody truly give a fuck. Because they really.
Do you see this shit? Nobody actually gives a fuck about the kids because they're not in their neighborhood. It's not local. This is what I'm saying. These guys don't understand the power of media. They don't understand the influence of an influencer. They don't understand the power of media and having a platform. It's clear, the manosphere, they don't get it. They don't understand it at all.
They did, they would have really tried to do something about it. Don't nobody really give a fuck. All this is bull.
After C19, that's what we're going to call it, after the jab and everything, for the fact that people don't understand how powerful information is and how powerful the media is. If you live in Canada right now and you know all the bills that basically suppress the media as Trudeau tries to get away with his fuckery, which got exposed recently, I'm going to do a breakdown on that. Y'all know how important the media is and information is and keeping it a stack and having some sort of validity and credibility for your platform and independent media. Y'all don't understand the significance of it. That's why these guys get on these platforms and play games, troll, have these dusty ass back and forth for drama and clout. It's pathetic. I want nothing to do with it. It discredits any platform that gets near it. They're not working to elevate people. They're working to try to foderize anybody that gets involved with them. And then they come here and they try to leech off of your platform. They steal things from you and try to claim it for themselves. We've seen this happen for years.
Bullshit. And then, like I said, you, Courtney, right now, Hey, look, you my dog, but you playing into the whole narrative.
First of all, don't act like you're saying no one is saying anything. A lot of times you just got to get a lot of extra stuff. Like this Christian guy with talking about this SA that he's been going through, or even Cassie about what sometimes you gotta build a portfolio.
No, I agree. Right now is the craziest time to be saying anything stupid.
That's facts. What she said. Hold up. That's facts. That is absolute facts. Sometimes you gotta build a portfolio because these motherfuckers will literally try to gaslight you. They'll try to gaslight you and play in your face. Fatty's the type of motherfucker, if you don't get him dead to rights, red-handed, proof in the pudding type shit, he'll deflect and gaslight. And even when you got him to that way, he'll try to deflect, gaslight, and highlight something else. Oh, this girl's on OnlyFans. She's doing X, Y, and Z. Oh, this nigga's sitting on the couch smoking a blunt. I'm like, wait, what?
What the hell was that?
How in the fuck is that a diss, my nigga? What? I'm not a professional athlete. You can't hit me with the Snoop Dogg.
Who are you, Snoop Dogg in a green room? I mean, what the hell is going on?
It's so stupid, man. It's so pathetic.
That harassment is being done. I have recorded the pedo shit. This is a portfolio. The man, I'm recording what he has said on me on his streams. He won't leave me alone.
Man, Courtney, look, y'all don't even know this nigga real name. You fight with somebody who you don't even know his name.
Now, Logic, this is where you fucked up, man. We don't know his name, bro. What are you talking about?
You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
We don't know his name?
FBI, open up! Here is my name. Claudio Rafael Silva Landim. My full name.
Come on out, you rapist! Go to jail, you son of a bitch! All right, hold on, man. You go to jail!
That was Fatty saying his whole name in deleted footage because he was shook from Jay Prince when Jay Prince said Team Fatty, and he was calling yo, Jay Prince in the chat. You remember that? When you said you're gonna call they're gonna call the cops on his channel or whatever, and he was shook. So he's like, here's my real name, call the FBI X, Y, and Z. He doxed himself. He outed his own name. That was him.
I've seen him do it.
It's like, come on, man. The man was so nervous and guilty.
Well, baby, there's nothing that because when you report this stuff, it goes to the FBI. He has the IP address. That's simple.
FBI has no jurisdiction over somebody.
Yeah, if it's international, it's CIA. Anything outside is CIA. Like CIA deals with Canada and keeps Canada in check because we have all sorts of security breaches. If the CIA wasn't looking over Canada, y'all would be invaded by China years ago, man. It's like
CIA have no jurisdiction.
You can find it out too.
No, the CIA
is out of country.
They absolutely can get the information.
So you telling me this is CIA case?
I didn't.
Do you know what the CIA do?
I didn't say the CIA, sir.
No, somebody else said.
You're not talking to you.
I did.
Yeah, it's not a CIA. CIA is not gonna touch this.
No,
Destron says it's not CIA, it's Interpol. Well, in a recent news article, not even an article, a video, the leader of the Conservative Party of Canada was outing Justin Trudeau in his colluding with China and the government of China, and they were talking about the CIA looked into X, Y, and Z. So, yeah, I'm gonna get the article and make sure that I'm correct. But let's get back into this.
FBI has no jurisdiction outside of the United States.
It's not serious enough to invest any tax dollars in it.
Keep this recording. Go to Twitter, Team, YouTube, and let them know everything I got. He's in my back right now trying to get up on the stream.
Let him up.
Do not let him
You're talking to him. You're talking about him.
You giving this nigga what the fuck he want. Do not let him up here.
I'll say
I'm just saying, well, stop talking about him then.
Let him
if
up.
If you're going to talk about him,
that's what I'm trying to get her to do. That's what I'm trying to get her to do. She's just stubborn as hell.
I want him to come up because I want to hear about all this shit y'all accuse. I haven't heard none of that shit.
Well,
bro,
Taz got it all out there. You go to Taz to figure it out.
Oh, Taz got everything. That nigga got more information than anybody alive.
Well, he got it all out there.
And the reality is, the expectations for a woman are on the bare minimum. Like, she is 150,000.
Now, y'all, this is a history lesson for y'all because this motherfucker wants to lie through his teeth and deflect when I'm holding him accountable for his comments talking about, oh, I'm jealous of him, I'm X, Y, and Z, I do X, all the bullshit he likes to say. This was on Tommy Sotomayor's show. This is the first time I ever ran into Fatty and I ever knew of who the hell he was. I called in to talk to Tommy because Tommy was defending Pearl and lying through his teeth. So that's why I called in, all right? This is the first time I ever met Fatty.
Subscribers or whatever it is, and she unfortunately, like, she can't hold a conversation without crying. Like when you say women shouldn't be leaders because because of this, I don't agree 100%. I believe in exceptions. There's some woman that actually that is a piece of shit because we kind of look at you guys like look up to you guys. So I think he was there. I think
you do have a point. I've been told that I go deeper on women than a lot of men do.
Pause. Why are you talking always about your dick, Tommy? Come on, man. You
guys gonna be laughing at this shit.
Man, hey, LTV, don't laugh at this guy, bro. You're like, he always doing some dick jokes and shit. Don't do it. He's going to feel that like he's being funny. Just do it.
Now we pause everything on my channel, man. Everything is paused. You say something zesty, we pausing that. But you can say it, you get your jokes off. It is what it is.
But first off, I didn't mean. I need you to cut your camera off. I don't need no handsome niggas up here. It just need to be me and Fatty. It's ugly nigga day. We just an ugly nigga day. I'm not trying to have a nigga up here with no fresh ass cut, looking like D'Angelo nephew.
I'm not the part of the handsome squad, Tommy. Jesus Christ, bro. I don't know. Actually, coming from you, I think it's better.
Tommy. Yo,
what up, Tommy?
What's going on? Hey.
Yo, let me say something real quick though. Jason,
well, hold on. I do because I never gotten a real chance to talk to my man LTTV, and I actually watch him a lot. So go ahead, talk to him.
Hold up. Said he never actually had a chance to talk to me, but he watches me a lot. This was a while ago. This is April 2023. This is the first time I ever heard of Team Fatty. All right, so keep that into perspective. And y'all get these likes up. The likes are dusty as fuck, y'all. These likes are dusting it up like E-Black's views. Can we get these likes up, man? Goddamn.
I think as public figures, everybody should know what they're doing on this platform and understand that people are going to say what they're going to say, and you have to be accountable for your behavior on the platform. The way I look at it, I'm getting cooked right now in my comment section. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. People are going to say what they're going to want to say. You're not going to please everybody. You're going to disappoint a lot of people. You're going to piss off people. You're going to offend people. As long as you're giving your authentic opinion, it is what it is. That's the way I look at it. And a lot of people are leaders in a space that they have no business being leaders in. I always laughed at the manosphere because I'm like, okay, it's a bunch of, to me, in my opinion, I'm like, it's a bunch of weak men that need a safe space to speak and complain about women. And I'm like, this ain't leadership. You guys are complaining. You guys don't have solutions. It's just panel after panel about niggas bitching about shit. They get women in their space. They propel women to spaces that they could never be. And then they complain about it after, and they're women in manosphere. Like, it makes no sense.
And I was referring to Pearl, the ascension of Pearl back then, because this was in April when I was cooking Pearl and cooking the manosphere for elevating Pearl and then crying about Pearl after, and then some of them were defending Pearl, so it made no sense. That's what I was saying. But let's get back into this.
And they're supposed to be leading in the space, but they propel women.
I'm with you. And then you had a couple things that you felt that I was wrong or you didn't like about the way that I handled it. And I know you took a different side on the Pearly issue. Maybe you can explain it in. What was the issue you might have found with either some things that I've said or some things that Pearly said that you believe were out of line?
You said that you don't defend, or you shouldn't defend these women, X, Y, and Z. You said that on this stream when you were talking about what's that girl's name that was just...
I forgot the name, but he was saying, don't defend these women. These women on the panel are X, Y, and Z. These women on this platform are X, Y, and Z. Don't defend these women. That's what he was saying when he was talking about Melanie King. And then was Pearl, I was defending the idea. So he was full of shit here. And then we later found out that he was defending Pearl. And then he interviewed Pearl on some Jason Whitlock type of glazing. But let's get into this.
Yeah, I don't believe in defending them.
Yeah, but then you defended Pearl. What's her name? Who was just...
No, but remember, I didn't defend Pearl. I defended the stance. I don't defend people.
Okay, so what stance did you defend?
You
okay,
just
the
said,
kid.
hey.
Hold on. My bad. It's your show, but the kid Sean said I used to be a Kwame Brown fanboy. Stop the goddamn cap. Kwame Brown fanboy, get the fuck out of here.
And by the way, what is your message, right? Because what I see is.
Did you hear this, idiot? What is your message, right? Did you not hear the whole message when I said, let me say something? When I say you got to be accountable for your rhetoric and there's nothing wrong with what the hell you're saying as long as you're giving your authentic opinion via any subject you're covering. Give your authentic opinion, stand on it, be actually about what the fuck you're saying, and be accountable for your rhetoric. What is your message? Bro, my message is not, I don't have a relationship message, you dumbass. I'm not in your relationship sector. It's not, oh, men should lead, women should follow. That's my message, and everything follows under that wing. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? I do social commentary. I cover celebrity news, passport bros sometimes, and now you dusty ass niggas. So it's like, what are we doing out here? I have my opinion on said topic, and I give my authentic opinion on what the hell I think. I stand on integrity, principles, and standards. Y'all know nothing about that. You even have you dusty ass niggas in your panels, in your sectors now, trying to talk about standards, trying to talk about integrity, talk about principles, stealing my talking points, but not knowing how, not understanding the talking points at all, and not living through the talking points at all. Y'all want to talk about integrity and standards when you have pedos on platforms that you're caping for because, oh, their audience and their wing could give me super chat, so let me just ignore the fact that this guy's a fucking predator. It's pathetic. You guys don't see how dusty y'all are. It's the same 300 folks perpetually. This wing is not growing. This is why Fatty's on his channel talking about, how am I going to grow? Oh, growing strategies. Oh, Tommy B's hating on me because I'm not growing and I want to be LT, but I can't. Like, fuck out of here, nigga. This nigga describes everything he aspires to be on this platform is basically describing what I'm doing. Oh, I want to be out of this sector. I want to get views outside of this sector. I want to be relevant outside of this sector. I don't want to have the same 300 people in this sector. Oh, yeah, like my channel, where depending on the topic, there's going to be a different influx of new people jumping in because I'm covering different topics and I'm sticking on the topic, not adding irrelevant folks into the topics. Talking about, oh, he needs a desktop. He needed to invest in the infrastructure. You're too busy talking about, oh, I have money. I'm spending money on super chats. I'm buying these people's loyalty instead of investing in the damn infrastructure. Complaining about, oh, the laptop can't run it. Oh, I don't have enough screens. It's like, bro, you want everything that I have. Dusty.
People trying to masquerade themselves as different when they do the same thing. He's the manosphere.
And this, remind y'all, this is the first conversation I've ever had with this guy. This guy said masquerading like we do different things, but we're all the same. So he's trying to be like me. He's trying to claim we're the same.
The SBE, the I'm not this, I'm not that. You are literally covering if JR fuck Courtney or not.
Stop the cap.
You are gossiping, just like us. We're having fun. We've given him some money. It's the same thing. Like, no, let me just finish. We are all doing the same thing. Why you guys sometimes take yourselves too seriously? Oh, I'm above this because this not is the manosphere. We are doing the same thing. Covering some bullshit that is happening on space.
No, we ain't doing the same thing. Listen, we ain't doing the same thing.
So let me ask you something before you go there, right? Let me ask you something. What do you win? Like you did, for example, I saw the show, right? A show where did Courtney fuck JR from Lapif or not? What the fuck do you win? What is unity that you get from there and help the community? His content, his money, and his views. Don't take.
Now he says everybody's hating on him, but he's policing the content. Oh, what is that? That's not for the community. It's social commentary, sir. If there's a subject that's popular and everybody's talking about it, I'm going to talk about it. Sometimes you mix the medicine in the candy. So if you have a bigger, larger point, you're going to make it through the content. But you're mad that I ran up the views on it. We're going to get into that in a second.
Don't take yourself seriously. Enjoy your time. You get your money and get your views.
Get him, Fatty. Get him, Fatty. You guys don't want to listen. You guys want to burn your head. You don't want to listen.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm getting cooked.
Hold on. JR called into my show. I was reacting to it. I'm a reactor. I'm an outsider. I don't know these niggas from a hole in the wall. I'm speculating. I do social commentary.
How Courtney, Lucky, all the rest of these people, they ostracized Lucky, right? OG Patrice, I was the black man who was defending Lucky. Matter of fact, I will show that clip my goddamn self later on. Because OG Patrice was there. right? And on top of that, I see a little podcast in the back. I also defended Lucky against him as well.
Yo, what's good?
Yeah, I was trying to come on, but I was got downloaded to Discord app.
Okay, so you want to speak your piece about what's going on right now with the rumors Daryl Long's putting out? Chat, y'all can hear this?
Yeah, I can speak on it. I'll probably only speak on it here.
All right, so what do you got to say about what Daryl Long's saying? Because he says if he's lying right now, y'all could sue him for defamation.
No, I'm not married.
You're not married. That super chat at the beginning said you're going to be married this year, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm with my lady right now. We're rocking out. So, I mean, it's supposed to be a secret, but, she don't know yet.
Oh, man, so this guy just put your shit out there on blast.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's rough. So Daryl Long is capping right now for the clout. Is that what we're going with?
I mean, I don't know what he's doing. All he has to speak on my name.
So where did he get the thing from, or where did he get the idea that you and Courtney hooked up backstage, and he said just Pearly Things had told him that?
I have no idea, man. I'm outside these YouTube streets. I'm just working. The only thing I said was my name and the headline. I just wanted to clarify that.
All right, so this is all cap.
Yeah, this is all cap. I'm not married.
All right, man. Respect for calling into the channel, man.
All right, no problem.
All right, peace. All right, so you heard it from Lapeef's mouth himself. He's not married. This nigga's capping for the views.
Yes, the camera loves your nastiness.
He says one thing, Lapeef JR says another. I don't know, man. When you're kind of struggling and you don't have a channel that's monetized and you're saying crazy shit like this after everybody comes up, I don't know. JR is a chill dude. JR never disrespected women on air. I don't know. I can't call it. I appreciate them for coming to clear this shit up because this nigga's just running. He's going to make the internet go crazy. Running around saying all these things. I didn't ask that, did I? No, but I said it's all cap. Because y'all said he didn't. He never said he didn't smash court. Man, I'm not a gossip blog, man. I ain't trying to do this shit. I'm supposed to be reacting to it while y'all put out the information. I'm not trying to break the stories out here. What the fuck is going on with my platform today? God damn. This is insane.
When I was going with CPS, where was you at then, TJ? Where was you at then, Courtney? Where was you at then, Lucky? Where was you at then, Sharita Daniels? Where was you at then, Security Boss? But y'all got the fucking audacity to talk about Queen Cynthia G or anybody else. Audacity to talk about Queen Cynthia G or anybody else. Queen Cynthia G or...
What? Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
Listen, I don't have nothing to say. This ain't my business. This is not my business. So
I don't know what part of the game this is anyway, though. I've never seen anything like this. We're gonna wrap this up, y'all. Y'all want to see the other folks that are on her panel or the rest of what Yanni has to say? Y'all go to her channel.
The Manosphere is the only place where I do social content. I cover everything. I cover all the celebrities, cover everything. The Manosphere is the only place where everybody gets in their fucking panties and they get all emotional over everything that I commentate on. But the thing is, I didn't know any of these people. JR called into my stream and he wanted to clear up some things from things that I was speculating on. I never asked him if they actually had sex. He wanted to clear up the fact that he didn't have an affair. And then Courtney wanted to clear up the fact that they didn't want to have an affair. I didn't ask.
Got to the point where this nigga's threatening women's lives.
Stop it. Get some help.
It got to that point. There's an investigation open for this pussy ass nigga. This is pathetic. This is what happens when you don't understand what content is. You don't understand the media. You don't understand the separation between your life and content. And it gets to this type of position.
Pause.
Y'all hit the like button. I went through my comment section. And y'all were mad at me. I didn't ask Lapeef if he fucked Courtney, regardless if he was married or not. Y'all were mad at me. I don't know what y'all thought. Y'all thought this was Jason Lee. Y'all thought this was Wendy Williams. But I looked in the comment section.
Man, this some more bullshit.
I looked in the comment section.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Y'all were mad. I don't get what y'all expected. Maybe if that was Daryl Long, he would have pried into their personal business. Because at the end of the day, if he's not married, then what does it matter? if they actually did something. I'm not going to ask that question.
You stupid.
Courtney Michelle hit me up in the DMs. She had something to say. She showed me evidence of this nigga threatening her life. I'm not going to put it out there. I have the message. I asked her if I can put it out there. She said yes. I ain't going to put it out there. Why? Because there's an open investigation.
Johnny Tightlips, where'd they hit you? I ain't saying nothing.
This nigga's weird. This is the weirdest shit. Now, during that stream, I actually showed the message that Courtney said to me because I didn't want to make it look like I'm levying claims of something. I didn't show the investigation. I didn't show the report, but I showed the details of Courtney actually saying these things to me. So it wasn't gossip. It was from the horse's mouth. I've ever seen. This is some serious
emotional damage. I've seen him do it. I never asked. He wanted to pry into business. I said that's none of my business. They're two consenting adults. I specifically said that. You didn't watch to listen. You watched to come and critique and talk shit. So you gotta hold your L.
You know why, LTTV? You are really good. Just win and stop being.
You hear this? LTTV, you're winning, bro. Just win and stop taking yourself so serious. He was trying from the beginning. He was trying from the beginning to try to make my brand and his brand the same thing. Oh, just be an idiot. Don't take things serious. Just be him, basically. Basically trying to group us in the same category of content. He's always been trying to leech onto my shit. So when he talks about hate and jealousy, it's like, bro, we can clearly see who's hating and who's jealous, bro. Get the fuck out of my face.
I'm easy manosphere, man. No, we are always some bullshit.
Yeah, don't take it serious. I take my job in the media serious because independent media is our last bastion of reality. We're getting all sorts of spin, all sorts of political spin from wherever news station we're getting our media from. Can we get somebody that reports the actual news and then gives their opinion on it? So you can separate what is real and then their opinion. But that's the problem with independent media. Everybody has their slant. They bring the news from a slanted perspective already. You already know what mediocre tutorials and reviews was doing. He was creating a slant where women were abusing men, and then we come in, and now the story starts. It's like, bro, what the hell? Like, there's all sorts of disingenuous framing in the media, in large media with large media conglomerates, in independent media, and it's the worst in sectors like the manosphere, or like sectors like Cynthia G, who says they should abort black children and or black boys and all sorts of things like that. They have negative slants and biases towards everybody, or not everybody, towards a specific subsect. So when they report on them or tell a news story, it comes through this. You know what I mean? I'm struggling with my words right now, but let's get back into this.
We do some bullshit. We get money. Leave it alone. We don't.
We're all public figures. We all should be able to handle criticism. It is what it is.
Absolutely, but that's the thing. Social commentary is not. Did his dick get inside of her vagina? That's not social commentary.
Did I ask that?
Do you see the way he frames it? That's not social commentary. That's not what I did, first of all. And he's trying to shit on my brand and try to say, oh, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. This is the hating ass shit. You're trying to frame it in a way. That's why I had to show the evidence of what actually happened. You've seen the show, and then you're trying to frame it a different way for your folks. You always do that. You're the most disingenuous. You know what? I'm not going to cook him because he might actually try to flag for bullying again, so I'm not going to call him bad words and bad names. Let's get back into this.
That point. Did I ask that?
Yes, National Geographic. Oh, did the lion head into the course with the lioness? That's not social commentary, brother. I'm sorry.
Now he's trying to say my channel is not social commentary. Make it make sense, bro.
Did I ask if they had
He's just reporting the news. That's all he's doing.
My comment section for not asking. Understand that. Don't run a false.
He's just reporting the news. The hood rat news. So I don't see a problem with LT.
I don't see no problem. I'm not even judging.
He's very fair. Listen. He's very fair in his critiques. He don't hold back on any one of the manospheres.
We're not the same. Hold on. I have a problem. All niggas saying we're the same.
Of course we are the same.
There's levels.
You hear that? The man that says I'm jealous of him, the man that says I'm lying and trying to create a narrative because I'm jealous of him, is trying to say that we are the same. Make it make sense. It's goddamn pedo.
Do me a favor. I'm gonna let y'all.
Jay Prince, you got here late to the show, but yeah, I was showing evidence in a community post that I've been here way longer than him. 2019, been calling out pedos from this point, been playing the drops from this point. And because I said in a tirade, which I shared in the Discord with some folks in the Discord, so they seen all the raw footage. I didn't want to show it in the show because I got flagged for it. But this is the email. A community post in which I was proving he was lying through his teeth. I may have called him a fat, you know, something else, but you know what I mean? But come on, man. He flagged it for harassment. And he can't say, oh, YouTube just took it down, because what I said about Pearl was way worse. That got way more shares, way more likes. People did videos off of it. I called her a dumb, racist, stupid, ugly bitch, or whatever the fuck I called her. I went off. I was in my bag. But nonetheless, that didn't get flagged. That was way worse. That was way more disrespectful or bullying, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But this gets flagged for harassment when I show you the details, bruh. It's in the Discord. Join the Discord right now. Scroll up in the general tab. You'll see all the information. You will see the raw footage of what actually got flagged. And you'll read the comments and you'll be like, this got flagged. It doesn't even make sense.
I'll run it for him a little bit.
Tony Golden's glad you're here. No mental gymnastics, sir.
Bro, you like 16-year-old girls. I don't want to talk to you.
That's fine.
Hey, Lee, they tried to kill me over you,
16-year-old girls, bro. I'm not talking to you after that conversation. Matter of fact, you like 12-year-old girls.
I don't share spaces with pedophiles. I'll talk to y'all later.
So they're married at 12, like 20-year-olds with 12-year-olds.
Because they all predators. Because they all predators.
I do believe Fatty, if the legal age of consent was 12, he definitely entertained it.
But I believe that in those cultures, those men are predators.
But for the record, if she's 16 and she's legal, yeah, I'll marry her. What's your next question? You will. So you will. So wait. Hold on. She's legal.
And we were having a dope, interesting, elevated conversation about age of consent.
You hear that? A dope, interesting, elevated conversation about age of consent. Now that's your guy. That's your guy, Tony Golden. That's the guy you support, Mr. Predator. That's your guy. So you're coming here to my channel to cape for a predator. Don't you feel so proud of yourself? You pathetic piece of shit. Like, the fuck are we doing out here? The fuck are we doing out here?
He don't.
This guy said crying. Bro, Fatty's pussy ass was crying to the point where he needed to report me to stop the message for a week. Get the fuck out of here.
Crying to me, and I'm not having that.
Tony Golden, deal with the issue. What about your man saying he would pork a 12-year-old? What about your man saying he would pork a 12-year-old? How about that? You're a pedo enabler. You should be ashamed of yourself. Goddamn incel. Shout out to Lee with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Lee says, thank you, LT. We really missed hearing your voice and the LT community. Jay Prince, please stop showing your kids online and protect them. Fatty is lonely. Yeah, Fatty keeps posting Jay Prince's kids. Jay Prince, hide your kids, man. Hide your kids, man. And don't comb them with that. Don't comb their hair. I don't tell people how to parent their kids. It's not my place. But the way I seen you combing them kids' hair, bro, that was agony, bro. I felt that. My hair fell out for the kids. Like, what the hell was that, bro? What the fuck was that? That was deeply disturbing. But this nigga needs to stop posting your kids. It's fucking predatorial. Why is he posting your kids? That's against the Child Safety Act. You're not supposed to post somebody else's kids in a disparaging light or that shows them negatively. That's against the Child Safety Act. But this guy can flag my channel by having a bunch of his pathetic incels fucking repeatedly flag it because he's getting cooked for being a predator. Make it make sense. I even told you to do better. I said, do better, motherfucker. I arbitrarily tweeted and YouTube responded. I'm like, what, nigga? I didn't even at you, nigga. What the fuck? Shout out to John with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
John says you really got Tree on the soundboard. Really got Tree on the soundboard? Of course, man. Hold up. Her laugh is great when you pair it with this. Hold up, y'all.
Clip it, nigga.
Married women out here are winning. They're laughing at me, bro. They made videos about me. They're laughing at me.
You're a victim.
Here we
This motherfucker had the audacity to try to say that I stole sound clips or sound effects from this. This nigga doesn't even have a soundboard. I've been doing this so much longer than this bitch ass nigga. I got 2 soundboards and this motherfucker talking about. Like, come on, man.
You don't hold back on any one of the manospheres.
We're not the same. Hold on. I have a problem. These... All niggas saying we're the same.
Of course we have the same.
There's levels.
They're not the same.
Do me a favor. I'm gonna let y'all run it for a little bit. Cause I got the I got.
Where did he get the idea that you and Courtney hooked up backstage? And he said just Pearly Things that told him that.
I didn't say that.
I have no idea, man. I'm outside.
I never said this. Pearly told me that.
I was like, what?
See, this is history. This is a history lesson. I gotta pull this back because I don't get on this platform and lie about irrelevant idiots for no reason. I'm covering the storylines. I'm covering the things that you guys said. He put Pearl's name in this saga. This is, I don't even know what this has to do with anything, but let's get into this.
You see how niggas be making up stuff when they think reaction?
Yeah.
Stop it. Get some help.
You never did that.
Moba, you see what I'm saying about this content creation space? I just want to
Yes.
This is
He
why
lying.
I'll to later. But just Pearly Things did reach out to me because she was like, oh, how is Courtney holding me accountable? But she's out here fucking JR while he was married.
This guy said I lied about adding Pearly Things into it, and the guys on the panel saying, yeah, he lied. Meanwhile, caught in 4K.
Yes.
This is
He
why
lying.
I'll to later. But just Pearly Things did reach out to me because she was like, oh, how is Courtney holding me accountable? But she's out here fucking JR while he was married.
Yes, the camera loves your nastiness.
That's the last thing I'm gonna say. I'm out here. Well, listen.
Jay Prince, it's too late. It's too late. You said you're gonna flag his video when he has your kids in there. It's too late. He took them down already. He took them down. I seen when he posted it. I took screenshots of that.
I've seen him do it.
Because he's gonna try to throw rocks and hide his hands. So I took screenshots of that. He got caught in 4K.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
Nonetheless, you can't flag it. You can't flag it. He took it down already. That's what he does. He throws rocks, hides his hands, and acts like it's a one-sided thing. He has videos calling me all sorts of shit, slandering my name. The second I retaliate, he hits up YouTube and has his followers try to flag videos. Like, it's pathetic, man. Oh, you flagged it before he took it down? I don't know if that works. Because even Great Bill says he flagged stuff that was clearly against the terms of services and nothing happened. It's like you have to have a mass flagging. I don't waste my time flagging nobody. I'm not doing that shit. It is what it is. YouTube needs to do a better job with their security. I ain't here to enforce YouTube security. Do it themselves. They want to arbitrarily strike down people's channels and fuck over their shit when they want to do it, but they don't actually want to look into the cases and review things. So YouTube, they got to do it themselves, man. Shout out to John with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
John says, you ain't lying. Tree got that laugh. Can't stand her, but her laugh and clowning is next level. Imagine she got on a panel with Fatty. Yikes. Oh, man. If she got on a panel with Fatty, that would be a horrible day for Fatty. That would be a very long night for Fatty. He'd get cooked. That would be very ugly. I don't even want to see that. I wouldn't want her on a panel with a pedo. It's not good for her credibility. But nonetheless, yeah, he would get cooked. He would get cooked.
Shame.
Beautiful crowd.
Alright, so this is all cap.
All right, someone said I lied. I did it for clout.
Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
I do a celebrity news show with trending topics alongside. You guys are the most irrelevant people I'm ever speaking on ever in life. I did it for clout. Nigga, shut that bullshit up. Nigga, what the fuck?
Alright, man. Respect for calling into the channel, man.
Alright, no problem.
Alright, peace.
He didn't say shit about this Pearly thing.
But
I
he
could call
did
him and be like,
deny
you lying ass nigga.
You hear that? You have these idiots.
Hold on, but he didn't deny the sex allegations. He just said he wasn't married.
We don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Y'all said that he was cheating on his wife. A married man was having an affair. Courtney ain't shit because she was having an affair with a married man. That was cap. We don't care if they were actually having sex. They're two consenting adults. If he was not married, there's no foul here. Why even ask the question? Why pry into it? Some zesty shit, nigga. This is some feminine bullshit. Nigga's a weirdo.
Nigga channel. everybody saw the footage. Everybody reacted to the video, right? Anton and Six fell out. Y'all completely go over the fact that he said that there was different people that was working, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But instead of bringing Anton to talk about what he actually said, you bring JR. JR is not the type of nigga that's gonna ever say anything. If you actually know him, LTTV, the way you say you do, you would know. Stop the cap.
When have I ever said I know JR? And I was calling out Anton in this very same video. When have I ever said I know JR? JR called into the stream because he's seen his name and his face in the title and he's seen the numbers. So he called in. Called me on Instagram. I don't know these niggas.
Look at these weird. Look at these. These men send me.
Now, before Fatty went on air to do the Fantasy Island Girl hostage show because he was trying to deflect from the fact that I'm cooking him for being a pedo. He's trying to deflect, so he's trying to go in on Fantasy Island Girl. He has Raw B running to the same defense, going in on Fantasy Island Girl. I don't know why Raw B's doing that, but hey, she chose Fatty's side. She's doing that, cooking Fantasy Island Girl with fake, slanderous photos, which is pathetic. I don't know why they went down that end. So what I did, because I know Fatty's very reactive, he's an idiot, he doesn't think anything through. So he's trying to deflect and run a deflection. What I did was hit him with the, man, keep it 100, man. Pay homage, little pedo. Pay homage. Canceled it, obviously. I don't want his goddamn money. We ain't dusting it up that bad. Nonetheless, it was a message for him. He didn't get it. That's why I put 100 there, but he didn't get it. He don't want to keep it a stack. He don't want to keep it 100. I say pay homage, lil pedo. He says I'm doing this for clout. Nigga, this is your Cash App. You don't have to react to this. You don't got to put it up on the screen. This is your phone. This is not on the platform. This has nothing to do with YouTube. You had to do this because you're reactive and a pedo. So I hijacked your entire thing and remained the message. So it's constantly being said on your platform. You're constantly defending the pedo shit. So you're synonymous with being a pedo and a predator. You can't escape the label because it's your words and your constant defense.
Yeah, $100 request. Ow! Let's talk about cloud chasing before we start the show.
Now, how's that cloud chasing? I didn't call into your show. I don't call into your show. I didn't call into the Smoke show. I didn't call into Angry Man show after he ran to my platform chasing some sort of moment. And he had that moment with Angela. Then he had two shows following that where he wanted us to come to the platform. I didn't go. Why? Because I don't give a fuck, nigga.
We don't care.
You came chasing clout. I'm just covering stories. You guys want to do this back and forth bullshit on platforms and have these dumbass circular debates because that's the only way y'all create content.
Let's talk about cloud chasing before we start the show.
Bro, who the fuck is this? This nigga just has these random art. Wait, hold up. What the fuck is this, bro? This ain't you, bro. Accept who you are. Go to the gym, lose weight. Like, what the fuck is this, bro?
What is this?
This is this rendering this fucking AI image. This ain't you, bro. This ain't you. Nigga has dreads and shit. What the fuck part of the game is this? Accept what you look like, sir. Love yourself. You dusty ass motherfucker.
Let's talk about cloud chasing before we start the show. Actually, this is great. You're going to be on the big screen for a second.
Yeah, you idiot. The big screen says pay homage, little pedo. You're supposed to run your deflection talking about Fantasy Island Girl and her marriage for some reason because she doesn't believe you and she said your comments were serious. So you're trying to cook her. But nope, you got deflected by your own deflection, you idiot.
This is actually awesome. Thank you very much because I can see. Let's actually do this. God damn it, brother. God damn it. You are. Let me show you how the world works, right?
This guy is so pathetic. He brings fake images of comments that I never left. And I showed y'all in the first show that I ended up putting on members because I was having technical difficulties. I'm going to have to show y'all again that you can pull up everybody's comments and show the entire history of their comments.
This is how the world works. Listen to me very careful, okay? Now, Soul Power, I actually going to give him oxygen because I want him, this dude, and low class, I want him on the panel with me.
Bro, I just said pay homage, Lil Pedo, and you want me on the panel with you?
FBI, open up!
He did that shit. Guilty as fuck.
I want it on the panel with me. And again,
I want them on the panel with me. Nigga, pause, bro. What the fuck?
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause. Let me just put this in real quick. This is Daniel, by the way.
There was just something zesty about the way this motherfucker said that shit, man.
They are working so too.
To you need anybody can do that.
basketball. And this is a request. He didn't send the money.
He didn't send the money. Like, nigga, why the fuck would I send you money? This is how you know he's a fucking square. I sent 100. I said pay homage, Lil Pedo. I sent 100. You can't keep. This guy doesn't get it. He's a fucking square. This is why I hate these losers, man.
The request. Is the come to the block on this block in the play. I don't play with the motherfucking day. Cause the car is missing. Cause my puppy's missing. He went to get some cigarettes and I am not listening. Like
this goddamn groupie. This nigga's trying to perform my record and he's butchering all the things. That's how you know the song stuck to this motherfucker, because the melody of the hook stuck with this guy. The beginning of the verse, this nigga's trying to go into a 13-year-old record, going into Won't Live Another Day, trying to promote my music. Nigga, come on, man.
That's the dude, the other, right? The dude that was on my dick for a year, but now all of a sudden,
I'm getting
shit. That was an accident. They just knew it. But yeah, that's cap, man. That's cap. I showed the first interaction when you knew who I was and I didn't know who the fuck you were, and you were trying to hate on my shit. But I was on your nigga. Pause. First of all, zesty ass motherfucker. Hold up, y'all. We got a new member. Let's see who we got. Shout out to Bridget with the chat pass. I already played the I'm Getting Rich, but we doing it again.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Bridget becoming a member. This was supposed to be a members only stream, but I opened this up to the public. I got to get y'all back with a members only stream at some point in this month. So let's get it, y'all.
Now he wants to jump on the P train, right? So it's kind of funny. It's actually kind of funny. Damn, did I lose it? No, I didn't.
Once again, W's in the chat for Bridget.
It's kind of funny that this was interesting because I saw something that I want to show y'all, right? I saw something that I want to show y'all. So let me start with this. And thank you very much for the audio, brother. That's actually a good way to start the show. Let me just confirm. Because again, this is why Fatty Files is just...
Fatty Files is just pathetic, filled with fabrications that you can't substantiate, sir. So, you tried it. You tried it.
Bad news, they gave you life. Sayonara.
Come on out, you rapist!
Something that I do because I am a methodical person.
You're a methodical person. Bro, I sent you this super chat right before you started to stream and you're reacting to it. What part of that is methodical? You're reactive, you dumb son of a bitch.
Right? I am a methodical person. I have to have some notes and all that to go through this. So let's see where to go. Oh, but before we go there.
Oh, Pebbles, that's a good point. He did steal my buzzer. My buzzer far predates this entire show. Yo, Jay Prince, you're going to have to call back in because my camera died. I'm going to run a call-in show right after this. It's going to be relatively late, but I got to get to these details. I can't actually have a conversation, so we're going to have to do a run back after. That was Jay Prince in the back.
Before we go there, give me a second. Friends, we need... And Amp is kind of new to our space. Like he's not new to our people, but to our space. Look at this fucking shit, okay? So first we start with the man and the legend, LGBTV.
You hear that? Now this is slander. I'm calling you a predator based on your comments. You're calling me LGBT, whatever the fuck you're calling me, based on what, sir? Based on what?
I have no evidence that you are a harlot, and none at all. I just say things to hurt you because you said things to hurt me, and that's how people usually go about. I will leave you alone.
Why you picking on Fatty? Fuck that fat bastard.
Okay? LGBTV sent me a request for money, $100, says, pay how much little pedo, right? Remember,
it wasn't an actual request for money. It was canceled the second I gave the fucking request. The 100 was symbolic, but you're a fucking square and you don't get it. Pay homage, Lil Pedo, you still don't get it.
But this man was the man that was on my chat for a year.
I was not on your chat for a year. He's saying that because I ran reactions. Listen, look at this, man. This is why he says this, and this is why he's mad. It's the same shit Kevin Samuels is mad about. He had Fantasy Island Girl and Tommy Sotomayor on his channel. I reacted to it. 14,000 views. Did twice as much views as his original live stream. Big mad about that.
He reviewed a bunch of shows of mine. He did
2.4 on the Lucky interrogation.
all of that. He was always here, biting my style.
Biting your style, but I was here 4 to 5 years prior to you being here with 2 soundboards when you're using a StreamYard's soundboard. StreamYard's was implemented, 3 years after I was already on the platform doing numbers, sir, with these same sound effects? Make it make sense. Once again, another reaction, 7K views, more than the original. Anton, this is when he called in and got cooked because he wanted to debate me about trying to save his savior Anton, and he ended up getting flamed and torched in this live stream. I might have to bring that back to make people remember when I called this nigga out 7 months ago for being the fraud that he is.
Saying, oh, all did they do, what's up, AP? All did they do is play stupid, what's up, Yvette? All did they do is play stupid videos and stupid sound bites. And then afterwards, as soon as he criticized the sound bites, he was doing sound bites on his show.
1 year anniversary, all right? 2 days ago, 1 year anniversary, fatty. I've been dusting it up on this platform for years. What the fuck are you talking about? One year ago. This is what he flagged. When I showed the evidence from his channel, never mentioned his name, just showed the evidence from his channel, the evidence from my channel, told him that he's lying to his audience. That's what he flagged and got me suspended for a week. That. YouTube doesn't review shit. The appeal got rejected. That is not flaggable. Well, I called him a fat incel pedo, so maybe that did it. But yeah, I got to be accountable for that, actually. So
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
if he didn't flag it, they wouldn't take that down. That had to have been reported. But nonetheless, look, let's get into the details, man. Oh, I copied your show, but I've been here, nigga. The fuck you talking about? Get the reaction solo so you can see the entire screen. You see that? 4 years. This is why he's mad. He's never touched numbers like this in his life. Look at this. His average is around 2K. It's the same old audience every time, right? He's never touched this number. He's never touched no 1.9 million 3 years ago, 226,000 4 years ago, 200,000 4 years ago. There's a whole list of these things. This is Blunt Talk with LT. This is not even LTTV. This was the channel that I had popping before C19. C19 happened in 2020. I had an opinion and a reaction to a Joe Rogan podcast about the jab. they took down my channel. This had 10,000 subscribers back in 2019, 2020. I quit my job off of Blunt Talk with LT, not LTTV. I was making podcast money on Anchor before it turned into Spotify for podcasters. Before I even made YouTube money, I was living off of real podcast money because I came from an era far before these guys. So when they try to rewrite it, it's like, yo, people that have been subscribed to my channel for a long time and followed my journey, they all know this. From the time I've been a rapper to the time I was doing interviews to the time I was shooting music videos and shit to the time I had my platform on my podcast. This is all a progression. They don't get it. That's why I say it's laughable. They don't understand the media at all. They're late. They're new here acting like they've been here. And here goes LTTV. This is a year ago, 2 years ago. Look at the views, 200K, speaking about topics that aren't in this space, what he wants to do, what he wants to accomplish, speaking about something that has nothing to do with Dusty Manosphere folk. Skip Bayless and Jenny Taft. I'm doing a reaction on that, 130K views. These niggas is just mad that they can't do that. 2022, May 28th. Remember this, y'all. Ad-libs is fire, bro. Way before his channel, but I copied him, right?
All right, so this is an awful look for Dwayne Wade.
Oh, shit.
As Gabrielle Union does exactly what she wants, and that's whatever she wants, regardless of how it compromises the integrity of the relationship. And optics are very important as a public figure, and this is a bad look. All around bad look. So, okay, so I'm going to get into the history of this.
Shout out to LTTV.
Y'all remember this picture that
You see, I'm not hitting the drop box. My hands are up. This is old footage. You can go on Blunt Talk with LT and see this. May 28, 2022. The drops go back way further than that. This video just has so many drops. That's why I was like, let's play this as evidence. What the hell are you talking about, sir? You copied me. And now you're trying to sell it to your audience that I copied you because you're a jealous... I can't cuss because this guy might report this. Goddamn.
Real Union posted. This goes back to the Instagram conversation. Why are you posting thirst trap pictures with your nipples out while being married?
She belongs to the street.
This is not no average, I'm just on the beach vacation picture. This is a thirst trap. Why are your nipples out? So Gabrielle Union posted that. Dwayne Wade should have had gripes with that from the start. He should have been like, what the fuck you doing?
Hey, yo, what the
But, you know, she's going to do what she wants. That boss bitch mentality, that independent woman mentality in a marriage.
You stupid.
So Jimmy Butler responded, well, damn. Dwayne Wade responded, put well damn in caps on my wife's photo again and you're going to see what the good, the bad, and the ugly is like. Jimmy Butler responded, well, that escalated quickly. Point noted, I'm still coming to the barbecue, though. So Jimmy Butler merely scoffed at the notion, like, nigga, come on, man. Still coming to the barbecue. Your girl's putting herself out like that. Like, nigga, well, damn. The fuck are you talking about? It's like...
Stop it. Get some help.
And then this. After a Miami Heat victory, you're not going to see any more of those after Boston finishes them up in Game 6.
Stop the cap.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
But get into it. Look what happens.
How amazing that was. He came here to observe. He came here to clown the bounties. He came here to clown every single thing. And now all of a sudden, he's doing exactly the same thing and doing the soundbite.
Do you see why I say fuck this dusty ass sector? They have these fat, pathetic incels lying to their audience in this sector trying to say, I copied their shit. There's proof in the pudding, bitch ass nigga. What are you talking about? That's why all these folks keep trying to get around me. That's why E Black was trying so hard, apologizing for dear life to not get cut from this wing. They wanted that access so they could continuously copy. I've been seeing this and calling it out for a while now. They didn't have nothing. Their show had no creativity. All of them are doing celebrity news now. Why is a whole wing of Manosphere doing celebrity news now? You don't get it? They've all been trying to copy my shit. That's why they can all kick rocks, eat a dick, and die, because fuck all of them. They're all getting booted. Fuck them. Bunch of goddamn leeches and pathetic liars. It's like they don't get it. They don't get it. I've been bigger before YouTube. I'm a podcaster. I come from the podcast era. When I was on Anchor and I had sponsors from The Infatuation, the Anchor app themselves, the CPM on podcasting, I was from the first wave of podcasting, y'all. I don't think y'all get it. When there was Joe Rogan, when there was Charlemagne and Andrew Schultz. There was Joe Budden. There was Tax Stone. There was barely anybody. I was there. I had the #1 podcast in my country. Y'all don't get it. I was making money to the point where I was able to leave my job before YouTube revenue. I was getting dust on YouTube. I was getting money from real podcasting before they switched to Spotify for podcasters, the first era that built the podcast industry. I was a part of that. So when you guys try to act, I had to figure out how to make an entertaining show sitting in a studio by myself. That's why you've seen the reactions, you've seen the little clips I was reacting to, the commentary, the drops, all these things. I had to get creative because my mentality is if I have to interview somebody to have a show, I don't have a show. If I can't do the show by myself, I don't have a show. That was my mentality. So I created. I got in my creative bag. I figured shit out. And all these motherfuckers that are leeches and panel whores talking about, oh, if you don't have a panel to go to, you're YouTube homeless. I've never heard of the phrase YouTube homeless until I seen the Manosphere bums. People that need panels and spaces to congregate, and if they don't, they're homeless. What happened to your own channel? It's called YouTube. YouTube, you niggas. Like, what the fuck's wrong with these niggas? Can't stand on your own twos. Dusty ass niggas have the audacity to ever claim that I copied from a pathetic to ever think that I would copy from a pathetic photo editing, trying to be the head bitch in charge, predator ass, zesty ass nigga. Are you dumb? Are you fried? You live in Portugal, nigga. This nigga try to talk shit about my country. Oh, Canada's soft. Nigga, you live in Portugal. There's not many countries safer than Canada in the world. Portugal is one of them. Far safer. Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. You come out to Toronto and get robbed instantly. Fuck, nigga. What the fuck you talking to?
And you know what's funny? We transitioned from the bounty money. The bounty.
You don't see the hat? I'm in Toronto, nigga. I'm from Toronto. I may be in the States here and there. I be in Detroit every so often. That's why I was, I'm not even gonna admit to something I was doing. You know what?
Money actually is very close to like it's 10-20%. Like we don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care.
Look at this. I'm going to do this in real time so you guys see that I am not joking, okay? I'm going to do this in real time so you see I'm not joking. Let me Google.
And this is what he's afraid of. Let me Google LT and Anton Daniels and show all the videos. That's what you're supposed to do. He did the same thing that Daryl did. Daryl went to my channel and said, oh, but you're doing this about Anton. And he did the same thing. Him and Daryl have the same goddamn playbook. Shout out to Bridget with that $10 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Bridget says, stay on their butts. Shake my head. Also.
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause. Let me just put this in real quick. This is Daniel, by the way.
Shout out to Bridget with the $10 super chat. Y'all hit the W's in the chat for Bridget. This is the thing, man. This is the thing. He wants to act like Daryl is the scum of the earth and Daryl is X, Y, and Z when he emulates all the same tactics that Daryl does. So I don't get it. He's trying to act like Daryl's he's Satan, but he's putting himself as Satan in all the damn thumbnails as well. Come on, man, make it make sense. And this ain't a defense for Daryl because Daryl's a goddamn liar too. We caught him in 4K trying to lie on my name because he was clout chasing back then. He's thinking because I'm cooking Fatty for being a pedo, now we're on the same side because he's cooking Fatty for being a pedo. No, we can both cook Fatty for being a pedo, but that don't mean I rock with y'all. Our principles don't align in the slightest.
LTTV, Anton Daniels. Look at this.
All right, so he says LTTV and Anton Daniels, right? So he's basically trying to show that I dissed him a bunch of times, and then he shows a fake screenshot trying to say that I was basically glazed in Anton Daniels. It's a fake screenshot. You can click on the profile and show that's not me, you idiot. But look at this. Oh, 7.7K. All these views, 13K views. Like, what?
Anton Daniels gets cooked by his own fans for blaming black woman for Montgomery, Alabama boat.
And that was factual. I pulled up the comment section. He was getting cooked. People called in. They were not having his rhetoric. He was getting cooked.
Anton Daniels has a meltdown after getting rejected by a 60-year-old woman.
Y'all remember that one? That shit happened. 100%.
I've seen him do it. Anton Daniels disowns Lepif Network, fallout over just pretty things.
Also, relevant news that actually happened. He talked about being de-peefed. Remember that? As he left Lepif? Come on, man. Or Lepif left him, whatever the fuck happened.
Anton Daniels gets cook and rage quits when he's trying to confront Angela Knight. Anton Daniels gets dragged into the gulag after supporting Just Pearly Things. Six the Goddess disowns and cook Anton Daniels after he defends Just Pearly Things.
Are these not events relevant to Anton Daniels' life? Are these not monumental L's that Anton has taken that I have covered? What is the point? What the hell is this?
You look at these. Look at these. Look at these. Like, how many? And this is just Google search. This is
just Google search. You put in LTTV and Anton Daniels. So every time LTTV covers Anton Daniels, because I, LT, am good at tags, and when people are searching for something, it's easy to find because I do the works and the metadata with the tags. If I'm speaking about Anton Daniels, all you ever have to type into a search engine, which YouTube is, it's a search engine, is LTTV and Anton Daniels, and you'll find any video I've ever done on him, because that's what being a good YouTuber is. You should take some notes, you dumb son of a bitch.
Okay, this is just Google search. I could go down and down. Like, look at this shit. These men, look at this shit. Anton Daniels gets cooked for trying to advise Team Fatty after calling him a rat and a snake.
And that's what's funny about this whole thing. That's the irony of the whole thing. Anton Daniels was actually right about that one. He called Fatty a rat and a snake, and that was very apropos. That's when he actually hit the nail on the head. He was actually right about that. He was spitting. The thing that he glossed over, Fatty I'm speaking about, is Anton Daniels says he wants no beef. The angry man complains I stood him up after getting cooked. Why did you not focus on that? Your boss, the person, your savior, the person that you worship, you're trying to be the villain in this space like Anton because you idolize him. He says he wants no beef. He waved the white flag because he knew better. He tried to implement strategy. He tried to implement strategy 16. It's law 16 on the art of war, or not the art of war, the 48 laws of power. He went with law 16 against me. That's what he tried. He tried to use that move. It backfired in his face. When you try to devise strategies based off of the 48 laws of power and the art of war, understand that everybody and their mama read those books. So your strategies are, we could see them. Like, you're not playing the same game. So that backfired on him pathetically, and he went out sad as he called and he waved the white flag. So,
like, look at this.
That was speaking area. He didn't call. He waved the white flag.
Anton Daniels finish. Angry Man in the review. Like, look at this shit. This is amazing. Anton Daniels returns Ding Eater for defending fresh and feed the monetization.
What do we have here? Team Fatty attack on Tauntaun. Hey, yo, what?
Stick together. Pause.
Look at this. This is just a quick Google search. And I'm going to say I use Anton Daniels for clout a little bit. Because again, he's the Debo of our space, and me and him had a lot of.
Anton Daniels is the Debo of your space. This is why your space is so goddamn pussy. Anton Daniels, the Debo of your space. The Rick Ross lookalike who is as soft as academics, that pussy ass nigga. The nigga that waved the white flag, that tucked his tail and ran because he realized that Detroit was 3 hours away. What the fuck are we talking
about? Of the past, so he asked weapon by default when he says something interesting, we go and review it, okay? But now I'm going to show you. You know, Fight Club now is not the same.
Now he's about to show you some lies. This is a screenshot. This is not clicking on Anton Daniels' channel where you can click on the profile to verify that this is a fraudulent account. He took a screenshot and tried to convince his fan base that I'm out here saying one love to Anton Daniels. Like, bro, this is some filthy work. So I tell the truth about you and show something that you said out of your own mouth, and then you go and lie on me. Pause.
Yes, the camera loves your nest.
Weird as fuck.
Show, right? Anton rebranded that shit into Late Night with Anton Daniels, like something like that. Right? Remember that shit?
Bro, nobody gives a fuck.
Right there, though. Oh my god, bro. It's dick riding all you do? No, I'm saying, you literally got that nigga dick in your mouth right now. I see it.
Yeah, man. Every time this nigga talks about Anton, I'm like, fuck, man.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
More zesty ass dick riding. So much meat hugging from this zesty ass nigga.
Remember that shit? Look at who I found in the comments last weekend. One love to one of the best podcasts on the net. Salute, AD.
Now. Fake. Pathetic. Fake. You faked the screenshot. I'm gonna prove it in a second.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication. It never happened. It never happened. This one was invented by a writer. Not this time. It never happened. It's false. It never happened. It's a fake. It's fiction. It's an urban legend that never happened. No way. We got you.
Loyalty. The loyalty from you stopped. Yo,
it never happened. It never happened. We made this one up. It's fiction. We made up this one. We made it up. Not this time. Wrong. Not this time. Not this time. You're wrong. Not this time. It never happened.
Now, that was the longest drop in the history of drops. That was Jonathan Frakes from Beyond Belief. I generally have drops that are like relevant to my life or something that I had interest in growing up. That's why these drops are the way they are. So when he tries to say that I copied it, it's very disrespectful. So if you go to somebody's profile, instead of taking a pathetic screenshot, instead of taking one of these and trying to act and try to sell it to your fan base like this is one, this is so bad that the quality on the logo is second rate. This is like lower pixels because it's a copy off the original picture. This is pathetic. All right, so this is a fake comment, first of all, because if it was real, he would substantiate it by showing and clicking into the profile. Hold up, y'all. Wrong window. So what you can do is you can go to channel activity. You can go to the channel or you can go to channel activity. You can see every single comment he's ever made on my channel, even the deleted ones. So I couldn't delete that. So if that was real, he can have his buddy Anton pull up the actual screenshot and show my profile. Click into the profile and see that it's actually his, or that's actually mine. But no, he don't want to do that. Go to channel. That's actually him. Oh my God, they got me on a membership again? Yo, I hate these niggas. I just got out 2 days ago. Fuck. These guys keep getting me in the membership. Nonetheless, he's not a mod anymore. This is back in the day. This is when E-Black was getting cooked, when he cried to try to stay relevant to the platform so he can use me to try to steal content. Pathetic dweeb. Nonetheless, he could have done that. He could have pulled it up and verified that that's me. That's not me, bro. I'm not a fucking fan of Anton. I'm not supporting Anton. Everything I do chest out. If me and Anton pieced it up in a way where I was supporting him, you would hear it from my platform first, and I would chest out support Anton the same way I chest out support Duke the Don, Random University, Grey Pill, Brother Jumbie, whoever the else is, you know, synonymous with the brand. Just Jay, I support Just Jay too. I didn't forget about you, Just Jay. I see you making your rounds. Shout out to you. Another stolen sound effect. I hope all his fans see this video and see this breakdown so they understand who the fuck inspired this pussy ass nigga.
Man, I can't with y'all, man. I can't, man. I can't do this, man.
Yeah, you got to turn off gifted subs if you don't want a membership. But I like getting gifted subs from the anime channels I watch. I don't like to pay for their subscriptions. They're too goddamn expensive. And you know me, we staying broke. We ain't paying for shit. So yeah, I like getting gifted those. But yeah, him, I'm not trying to get gifted to his shit. I'm subscribed because I got to catch him in his act before he deletes the videos. But not anymore. After this breakdown and probably the next one where I show more cap that this guy put out, I'm not really talking about this fat pussy and this sector anymore at all. I don't need to. That's what's funny about it. I don't need to. There's so many stories to cover. I can let y'all dust it up perpetually so y'all can stop stealing from me and stop acting like I'm obligated to be on your panels or even have any type of connection with y'all. Y'all are dusty as fuck, man. Y'all ain't on the same level. Y'all are not independent media in the slightest.
Is this a clone?
Fake.
There's no way this is real, LT.
Of course there's no way it's real, you fucking idiot. This is as fake as the slanderous pictures you have of Fantasy Island Girl, which you knew was fake, but we're going to get into that in a second too.
Come in front of the congregation, LT, and talk. Talk to us, LT. Lieutenant. There's.
Now, this is the problem with him. Come to the congregation and talk. Nigga, what?
Hell no! Trash ass nigga.
And this is the problem I have with Raw B.
Excuse me, bitch?
This is my problem with Raw B right now.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers does not like you.
Verbatim. Let Cat Williams tell Raw B my problem again with her.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers does not like you.
Robbie having an unnatural allegiance to pedos is not like her. It's not like her.
They're married at 12. Like 20-year-olds with 12.
Bro, you like 16-year-old girls. I don't want to talk to you.
That's fine.
Hey, Lee, they tried to kill
you
me
like
over you,
16-year-old
Lee.
girls, bro. I'm not talking to you after that conversation. Matter of fact, you like 12-year-old girls.
I don't share spaces with pedophiles. I'll talk to y'all later.
So they're married at 12. Like 20-year-olds with 12-year-olds.
Because they all predators. Because they all predators.
I actually do believe Fatty, if the legal age of consent was 12, he definitely entertained it.
But I believe that in those cultures, those men are predators.
But for the record, if she's 16 and she's legal, yeah, I'll marry her. What's your next
you will. So
yeah.
you will. So
wait. Hold on. She's legal.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
There's no way, LT.
Yeah, there is no way because you fabricated the pictures. This is pathetic. This right here, this is real. I sent that shit. I did that shit. I seen me do it.
I've seen him do it.
I did that. 100%. You trying to deflect from the real incident? Or the real... What the fuck am I talking about? You're trying to deflect from the real conversation? I'm going to remind you all the time. Pay homage, little pedo. You ain't going to deflect from this. You're not going to try to fodderize a Fantasy Island Girl and her husband to try to deflect from the fact that you're a pedo. Nope. Absolutely did that shit. Absolutely.
There's no motherfucking way, LT. So, friends, it is what it is. I'm going to leave it for here. I don't want to talk about this man. I want that man on the same panel as me.
Stick together.
Pause. We can talk about P words. We can talk about everything. I want you on the panel. I want you on the panel. That's what I want. That's exactly what I want.
Shut up, Fatty!
What?
Shut up! I'm not talking to you, bitch!
Oh, so you are talking to the world.
Like, I swear to God, if I was right there, I would... Boy, shut up!
Did you tell the folks that, you bitch? Did you tell them? You fat piece of shit. Did you tell them that?
Nothing more, nothing less. Let's go on the panel, double stream, so I can show your people who you are, and you can show my people who you are.
What?
I will make sure I will fucking make your heart hurt.
What, nigga? What the fuck? Hey, yo.
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Daniel,
Pause.
by the way.
The fuck does that even mean, you zesty weirdo? What the fuck?
Okay, so this is the first one. The second one that I want to mention is look at this man. This man is a menace. This man be cloning my show for months.
Now, ain't they the same people? Oh, he's been cloning your show for the same month. You guys have the same mind.
This
you guys
man
think
is
the
a
same
menace.
way. Oh, but Daryl's a menace. He's the person that's wrong with this space. But you do the exact same things, and you always scapegoat other people. First, it's Jay Prince, then it's Daryl, then it's somebody else. He's doing the same show because why? Y'all think alike? Y'all are the same people? Y'all take the same type of foul attacks at people?
This man be cloning my show for months.
Yeah, he's talking about Daryl because Daryl did the same thing that he did. Went after Fantasy. But he just did it for clout. Fatty was doing it to deflect from his problem because Fantasy said you sounded serious in those comments when you were talking about 12-year-olds. And then he's like, all right, so you're not going to stand down? You're not going to cape for me? All right, let me disrespect you and your husband. That's foul. Her husband is not a public figure. He did an interview with her. He's not a public figure. Why are you going at him? He did the same thing to Security Boss's husband. He did the same thing to Sharon's wife. This is Sharon's wife right here. Why is she in a thumbnail? Who is she? She's not a panelist. She's not a person of interest. As in like a person on this the content creator. This is I think this is Daryl's ex or Daryl's girl. I don't know. But why is she here?
I am going to say this and I'm going to say this again. Same thing with Fantasy today. Me and Fantasy have our differences. She says as I like kids and all that. I don't understand why you guys give me free money.
Do you see this? Fantasy says you like kids. So what you call this free money? Because your stupid ass chat loves to see dysfunction and fuckery. So they'll give you money to basically make you a hypocrite and shit on all your talking points because that's what you do. You violate folks. You do the same. You want to call out Daryl for doing shit like this and Daryl is X, Y, and Z and he crosses the line and doesn't belong in this space. Y'all niggas are the same folks. The same folks.
I don't. I am still in the point where I'm like, why did you guys give me free money? Carl Anderson in the building saying Canadian Ninjas as the craziest people. Nah, he's like, I don't.
This guy doesn't pay attention. Fatty doesn't get it. Carl Anderson has been mocking Fatty for the longest time. Carl Anderson will call me LGBTQ, but then he'll call me Rookie of the Year. He'll call me, oh, he's cooking this. He basically put a battery in your back to go at me. You don't get it. This nigga don't really fuck with you like that. He's $2 in you. He's giving you them. Come on, man. You gotta
play. I don't smoke another day. Tupac is missing. Chicken butt, bro. You live on a country. Nobody does shit on Canada.
Do you hear that? Ain't nobody do shit in Canada. I told y'all. There's not many safer countries in the world than Canada. Portugal is one of them. Portugal is like what you can't. You're trying to feed into the Americans. Oh, Americans think Canada's soft because there's way more guns. It's way more wild in America. There's way more shootings. We understand America's wilder than Canada. We understand that it's only really wild in Toronto and Montreal. There's a bunch of Haitians in Montreal. There's a bunch of Caribbean folks in Toronto. It's wild out here. There's a lot of guns. It's not UK. It's not pussy like the UK. It's a completely different world. Rappers get robbed in Toronto all the damn time. Folks in politics lie and fudge the crime stats to try to make this place seem like it's a better place than it is. Nonetheless, we got to do better. We got to keep the crime down. It's not a badge of honor to have a city that's filled with crime and people getting clapped because there's rampant guns everywhere. But if you're going to try to have that conversation, like Portugal's pussy, my nigga, stop it. It's one of the safest countries in the world.
Canada people are really nice people. Don't do that shit.
I stop posting on there. Okay.
Yeah, Taz. Yeah, I called out Rob because logically it don't make sense. She's doing panels with a pedo. She's supporting a pedo. I can't rock with that. I don't have any issues with Raw. This ain't calling out Raw and saying Raw is X, Y, and Z and pulling up all Raw's dirty laundry. We're not doing that. But I can't align with that. That's not fitting of my brand. What they do in this dusty space is not going to be synonymous with my brand. I'm not supporting folks that are pretty much working towards my demise, stealing from me perpetually and trying to convince that to their fan base that I'm stealing from them. So fuck all of that. Y'all are really trying to damage my brand. Fuck out of here with that. I'm not hanging with that. So y'all got to shape up on that end before y'all want to do anything with this. It's what it comes down to. The standards are entirely too low over there. Entirely too low.
Let me see.
To the point where they sent DJ Witch Doctor to try to get his show some buzz, some fake pictures of Fantasy Island Girl to try to continue the deflection. Fatty had his show about fantasy on his channel, trying to solicit attention from Fantasy so she can come to his show to defend his talking points so they can have a shit show. That's what he tries to do. He tries to talk all the shit, have these people come up on the panel to defend their points. It worked on Tommy B. Surprisingly. I was like, really, Tommy B, you're gonna... All right, that it worked on you. It didn't work on Fantasy. She said, fuck that shit. He privated the video, had Rob B facilitate his dirty work by dissing her perpetually. Rob B was wrong about something. She didn't apologize. She didn't say, oh, this is cap. This was a fake picture. This is slanderous. Oh, well, my bad. I'm moving on. This is space. I'm like, what? You're not going to be accountable for trying to fake a slanderous picture to help Fatty on a defense because you're trying to deflect from the fact that he's a pedo? What the fuck is going on out here?
Oh, okay. So you stopped posting on there. So how long ago you stopped Fantasy? Fantasy, let us know how long ago you stopped. And again, it ain't nothing wrong with, even if you did sell the pussy, or haven't posted in yet, even if you did sell the pussy for a living, let's say, and not you, Fantasy, let's say, and let's take it off of you, because I don't want, you know what I'm saying, it to get no type of way, you know.
See, Rob B sent the $5 saying, check the community tab, Bones, make it too easy. So, Rob B was sending these fake pictures, the slanderous pictures of Fantasy Island Girl to try to help Fatty with his deflection. This is why I'm looking at it, I'm like, what the hell is going on?
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
But this should not be surprising because she comes from the same wing as Fatty, E Black, and all these motherfuckers from that Fight Club era. That it's like, come on. I didn't see Robbie the same because she has some good content. Some of her, it's not the same. So I didn't look at it in the same lane. I actually watched Robbie's show. It's not like E Black show where I have to fake the funk and act like I support when I really don't. I didn't watch E Black shit. That shit was terrible. Nonetheless, I actually watched, Robbie's show.
And this was Robbie. Show so to Robbie. She said, check the community tab. We did check the community tab. You know what I'm saying? We didn't want no problem. Show so to Robbie again. She said, check your IG. And when I checked the IG, I was,
Lord Jesus.
You see this? When I checked the IG, I was, Lord Jesus. So they were like, oh my God, they're trying to play this up like they have some big receipts on Fantasy, trying to make Fantasy Island Girl submit and bow down to them. Oh, you don't want this out. Fantasy's like, run it, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Let's see who else we got.
All right. Yo, DJ, thanks for having me up, fam. I'm gonna go back to the clouds, enjoy the show, bro. Great show, bro. I might pop up a little bit later, but for the most part, I'm gonna get my ass out the line of fire, man. You got all types of projectiles spraying and shit.
Coffee gang.
Salute, man. Nah, shout out.
Now watch the fake hustle that they do. This is akin to somebody stealing some shit out of your house and helping you find it. That's what Fatty does. Oh, we're not making up fake stuff. When the whole chat said this is fake, this is fake, this is fake, that's when they backpedaled. And then Fatty said, oh, this is a clear fake. It's like, okay, but you've seen it prior to him showing the audience. Why didn't you say it was a clear fake? These niggas are full of shit.
Shout out to the Untouchables. Shout out to Team Fatty. Shout out to T.O. Shout out to all of y'all. Salute. Peace.
Salute. Yeah, man. it's been a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot going on. I checked and I ain't gonna hold you. All right, fantasy. I gotta keep it a being with you. And Raw, if you in the chat, right? Do I have permission to send that shit to fantasy? I don't want to show it because I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying?
And this is where people get it all the way fucked up. It's YouTube. I don't care what you say. We never gonna meet. That's the furthest from the truth. Folks in YouTube meet all the time. This is why people feel safe across a pond. When there's a whole ocean in between countries, you feel safe. Oh, you gotta catch a flight. When folks are in proximity, when folks realize that it's only a couple of hours of drive to see you and you're dumb and you have your address out in public, some folks start really maneuvering a lot different because they realize that they're much more accessible than folks think. They think that, oh, I'm just out here doing my shit from the internet. No. You fucking thought.
I'm shocked, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on, you know what I mean? I gotta take this up with the CSI to see what we're gonna do about that shit. Let me see, man. Right now the CSI is voting on it. You know what I'm saying? The CSI is voting on it. Wait a minute. We gotta get this to the CSI. We gotta get it to the front desk. Is already working its way up to the front desk. You know what I'm saying? Okay, one more. Let's see here, the CSI. And my fault, people. We just gotta take this up with management. We gotta make sure that this shit is not gonna explode. And also, bandits are us. You know what I'm saying? We gotta take this up with the CSI. And
I tried to cut out all the dead points so we can get into the main point, but this is the best I can do so we can get the context of what's going on. There's a lot of dead points in this trash ass show. This is another Untouchables guy. You see how these guys move? They move like their crew, like there's some gang shit. GBG and the Untouchables. A bunch of folks that cape for each other. Whether they're clearly lying and gaslighting the folks, they'll cape for each other and lie through their teeth to try to keep their brand alive. Those are the folks that try to bring everybody into the circle just so they can fodderize you for their content. But they can never accept being wrong. You hear Fatty when he was debating Black Dawn, oh, you're trying to give me the L of the day and I refuse to get it. And I'm like, what the fuck is the L of the day, you weird Portuguese pussy? What the fuck is going on, man?
bandits are us, you know what I mean? Because this shit is crazy, man. I'm telling you. So we're going to decide in like less than 5 minutes if we're going to share this. CSI, check your motherfucking inbox. We got to see what the fuck we're going to do about this situation. Because this shit is very explosive and sensational. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want to like jeopardize nothing. We don't want to. But when I seen the shit, I was, Lord Jesus.
So when you seen a fake photo that when you show the audience, you're like, oh, this was obvious a fake. You seen it already and you're like, Lord Jesus. So you're just capping right now, bruh.
Stop the cap.
This is filthy work out here by these guys.
Oh, yes. The camera loves your nastiness.
You know what I'm saying? So let's see what the fuck is going on. CSI. Let's check the CSI and let's see what all the CSI said. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But it looks like it's a unanimous decision. And CSI decided we should just show that shit. CSI is like, yo, it's a unanimous decision. The entire CSI is like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Run that shit. I'm trying to see what's going on in the banditry. Oh, fuck. The banditry is like, fuck it too. It's oh man. It's bad. All right, let me find where I saved that shit at too. Let me see. And we're going to put it in the overlay, right? Damn. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's play some shit before. Let's run some shit.
Bro, what the
Bitch, who raised you?
What type of shit? Come on, man. Get into the details, man. Oh, I did cut it out. Thank God.
So this is what they tried to get off. They tried to get off some edited, slanderous photo of Fantasy allegedly on some piss website getting pissed on in some pornographic video. This is what they tried to get off. To distract the sector. The same way when I was on my channel and Robbie and Jay Prince were on the panel. And then there was that convenient deflection where they jumped off the panel and I was continuing my show. But then Jay Prince, for some reason, was caught, doing some shit he was jerking off to Robbie, or there was some picture, some bullshit came out. That deflection at the end of my show. I don't know what the hell was going on with that. I can't remember who came with that news. But that was a deflection. I can't remember the specifics. Don't quote me on that. I'm butchering the whole storyline. But that happened at the end of my show. That was a convenient deflection. This right here is another convenient deflection. They're trying to stir up more drama, more controversy. Oh, she was on OnlyFans. Oh, she's in porn, X, Y, and Z. But this is a fake picture. This is slander. This is against the guidelines. This is harassment and bullying. This is the type of shit that I got suspended for a community post, which was none of the it didn't qualify as that. But you get this shit and you do this shit and you leave it up there and you think you get away with this. This is slander. Now, look at their explanation for this. Listen to this, y'all. So as it's going right now, the chat's like, bro, this is fake. This is fake.
Damn.
They tried to get this off. He was like, damn, this is unbelievable. Y'all heard him before this. And then when the chat seen this, they're like, this is fake as fuck. Even Moxie was in the chat saying, this is fake, man.
Damn. And by the way, this is Fantasy Island Girl.
Now, he says it's Fantasy Island Girl. And it's like,
No, you ain't.
that ain't her. That ain't her at all.
Who was on crack?
Y'all need to stop the powder, bruh.
In the chat, she
crack's hard rock. But nonetheless, y'all need to stop the white, man.
Said, run it. You know what I'm saying? And all I just wanted to do is just show that she said run it. She said show it. You know what I'm saying? And she said run it. She said show it. Yeah. So just to protect the banditry and the CSI, you know what I'm saying, and the rest of the untouchable, you know what I'm saying, we just had to make sure we just show that Fantasy. And I still fuck with Fantasy. And I don't know why it says piss.com at the bottom here. I really don't know what that is about, but I received this picture. This is just how I got it. I did not.
Now, DJ Witch Doctor, man.
You want to sit there and stay on the weed. Stay off the weed.
Yeah, stay off it and send the rest of your kush to my P.O. box, because I'm going to need that kush, because you're clearly smoking some loud packs. Because come on, man. This is Photoshop. This is so clearly Photoshop. What type? God damn it.
Adopted. Y'all see my hands was here the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I did. Oh my God. And
that's what I'm saying, Destron. This facts. The neck, the chest. What is this? You can see where what is this, man?
Shouts out to the... Goddamn, I do not want to indict nobody in this, but I'm seeing the original. Let me see. Give me a minute. Let me just mute my shit.
Do you hear this idiot? Oh, I'm seeing the original. Okay, so you have the original up on screen next to this, but you put this out. It was that quick for you to get the original. So you're expecting me to believe that after the chat said fake, you in 2.5 seconds got the original. You guys did this shit maliciously, purposely, intentionally. Who are you trying to fool? And then, look at the spin that they try to do. This is filthy work, and this is why I say, fuck these folks. I don't want a panel or platform with any of these folks. I'm not doing reactions to any of these folks. The standard is entirely too damn dusty over there.
In case of any macaroni songs, let me mute my shit real. But I'm about to play this video. This is a screenshot from a video. So let me just run this before. Let me just run this.
Now, we said this is a screenshot from a video. Now, we know that's cap because this is photoshopped.
And Fatty said Fantasy is innocent.
Now, you see this idiot? This is what I'm talking about. The people that rob your house and then return the items to you and act like they did something noble. Fatty, after the entire chat, we can go to the channel and see the chat. The entire chat was saying fake. What are y'all doing? This guy who provided the picture says clear fake. I declare Fantasy innocent. And look what they try to do.
You know what I'm saying? I don't. Hey, you know what? Over here, we innocent until proven guilty. You see, Fantasy. What's going on?
Fantasy, I'm definitely using this picture to report her ass for slander, though. Yeah, because Rob B sent the picture. Rob B gave the picture, but they were all privy to the picture and the deception behind the picture prior. They made a concerted effort to do this to try to malign her for... Yeah, this is pathetic, man.
Fantasy. You know what? Let me just mute this here. Let me mute this. Let me take this down. Let me take this shit down. And show so to Baller X and Henny Wise. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Show so to Auntie and that side of YouTube too. You know what I'm saying? The Voice of Reason, L. Nixon. You know what I'm saying? Show so to you guys. You know what I mean? Untouchables is the virus. We run the shit. You know what I'm saying? But still, we gotta show so to other people you see doing their thing. And I'm going to take
Jay, the informant, this has to be the literally the dumbest comment you've ever left in your life, bro. You did not think about this. You didn't think this before you typed this out. This was a smart move. What point? How is this a smart move, bro? This can get you guys entirely sealed from the platform. This is slander. You can't do this. This goes against the guidelines directly. I can pull up the subsection in the guidelines that say this. You can't do this. Are you trying to fuck over your entire career? This is terrible. He's putting out fake information, and it shows, okay, once we debunk that it's fake information and your chat sees this, we can show that they're just doing mental gymnastics and they don't give a fuck about the truth. Checkmate, you're done. Nothing to talk about. You're a troll. You stand on nothing. You're full of shit.
This down real quick. Let me take this down real quick, right? I'm about to mute up and I gotta watch this video, y'all. I got to watch this.
They put out lies like they did on me. Lied on my name, but it was so easy to debunk. I debunked it in a community post. They flagged it down, reported me, had me gone for an entire week. But I came back and posted in a video. Easy to debunk their lies. He put this shit out and then took it down. Put it on probably the highest tier of members where nobody's paying for that shit. So you're throwing rocks and you're hiding your hands. But we got that shit. Because I know how y'all move. Y'all are cowards.
Video, and I got to send this. I got to move this on up to the CSI files. Let's just save this real quick. And the banditry might need this too. Let's see.
Watch how dumb this ends up being.
Cool. All right, give me 1 minute. I'm about to mute up. And you know what? I'm not gonna let y'all just mute it and just let me give y'all some. As a matter of fact, there we go. Fatty, hold it down while I watch this video. I gotta watch this.
I already reviewed the footage and it's not her.
You hear this guy? He already reviewed the footage and it's not her. So why did you let Rob B and DJ Witch Doctor put that up as if it was her? And you guys would have left it and acted like it was her if you fooled the audience. But because the audience said cap, fake, that's not her, it looks photoshopped, you guys switched your tune. You heard DJ Witch Doctor at the beginning of this. Oh, this looks bad. I seen this in my DMs and I was like, damn, like he was going crazy trying to act like this was legit. Fatty knew about it. Listen to this.
It's not her at all. It's not her.
Okay.
And this again is the difference between the Untouchables and the rest of y'all. Y'all would run with this shit. Even Fantasy would run with this shit if there was like a deep fake or something.
So he's trying to use this as a moment to try to get some sort of credibility to say that they won't run with fake news after they pushed out the fake news. Make it make sense. You're the one that made up the rumor to say, oh, with the spell that we have integrity. Like, what the fuck? This is the typical stealing from your house to help you fucking find the object. This is pathetic. So pathetic. Whoever can't see through this is a goddamn idiot. Goddamn idiot.
Something like that. So,
ladies and gentlemen,
it
appears that this is a good doppelganger. You know what I'm saying? Let me put that back up here. This is a good doppelganger. But apparently, I don't know if it's Photoshop, but apparently it's not Fantasy. Because I just watched the official video. And it's not her.
Do you hear this idiot? Tell on yourself some more, won't you? This is why I'm saying, Jay the Informant, how dare you say this is a smart idea? This is the dumbest thing possible. Literally the dumbest thing possible. Oh, I just saw the video. Okay, so you obtained the video 2.5 seconds after showing everybody the fake edited picture. So you had the video on deck the whole time. You refused to look at it and even do your due diligence until the crowd was not tricked by your fuckery. If the crowd had been tricked, y'all would have been trying to pass this off as this is real fantasy getting pissed on. This is fucking pathetic. At some point, folks are going to have to use some common sense and stop doing mental gymnastics and see it for what it is. These guys are dusty, slandering motherfuckers because they don't want to be accountable for their own rhetoric. We've heard Fatty number of times now saying that he was having a serious conversation, he were having a dope conversation, trying to basically lament the fact that they were having a conversation about consent and it was okay. It was not okay. Everything you were doing was pedophilic. It was filthy work out here. The nuance for saying you would marry a 12-year-old girl would be that it was legal. That was the nuance you and E-Black supplied for us. Y'all are filthy predators. Filthy predators. You know when weed was not legal in Canada, I wanted to smoke weed. I did it anyway because the law is not going to hold me back from doing something that I wanted to do. The second it got legal, hey, we're puffing. We're doing it front page and downtown in front of police officers like it's nothing. But nonetheless, if it's something that I wanted to do, the law is not going to be the only thing of barrier. Like, you guys have no integrity, no standards, no morals. It's filthy. If the law was not forcing you guys to abide by this, y'all would do it you know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? It is not fantasy. And you know what? Like I said, over here is equal rights. Equal rights and equal lefts. You know what I'm
When people say equal rights and equal lefts, it means that they will put hands on a woman. That's what it means. Equal rights and equal lefts. That's what that means. That's where it's derived from. I don't know if that's what he means by that, but that's what that statement means.
I'm saying? So we gotta put duct tape on this shit. This shit is not real.
Put duct tape over their mouth. Put duct tape over their mouth.
We gotta put the duct tape over that shit. You know what I'm saying?
We all know that she has a titty bigger than the other, so that's clearly not her.
Yeah, that chick is too flat-chested to be fantasy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fantasy is back-chested, so is it not back-chested? She has no ass. She's flat. She's a flat back. So it's not her. It's not her. Okay. She's still a hoe, but not that kind of hoe. She's not the kind.
Bro, okay, so she's a hoe, but you don't know her from a hole in the wall. Where have we heard this before?
I have no evidence that you are a harlot, and none at all. I just say things to hurt you because you said things to hurt me, and that's how people usually go about. I will leave you alone.
Type of hoe that lets people piss on her. For at least for what I know, she is the type of one that has open relationships, but she's not the one of those that lets somebody piss on her. At least on tape.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, but you're the type that lies on pussy, fatty.
Hey man, I saw such and such. She wasn't called. You fucked that? Yeah, brother. Of course I did. Lies.
Yeah, man.
Hey, you fucked that joint? I absolutely did. But you saw the story, right? Nope. I took her home. We slept together, kind of when they did up.
Wow, man. Being naked in the bed, no cheese claps is crazy, man.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
That's
pathetic.
She is like first degree murderer and like the manslaughter. She's just that type of hoe. He's the manslaughter, I ran somebody by accident type of murderer. She's not the first degree. I planned that shit, and now I'm a biggest hoe on the person. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you found out the photo was fake, but yet you still disparaged the woman's name. All right, cool.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is you know what I mean? I know we like the sensational stuff. You know what I'm saying? And people in this space like to create narratives and say that other people create narratives, but we're not gonna do that shit. We're not gonna slander fantasy, you know what I'm saying?
But after you already did, we're not gonna slander her. You did it. The crowd didn't believe you, so you guys had to backpedal. Not once did y'all apologize. Did not once did y'all say we're taking this video down, fuck this, we owe you Fantasy, we shouldn't have slandered your name, none of that. No accountability, just, oh, it wasn't her. All right, we're moving on. We're not doing this. We're different. We have integrity. It's like, what? You got proven wrong, you idiots.
But it was close. It was very close, you know what I'm saying? And I see how Raw B could have been mistaken. You know what I'm saying? I see how Raw B could have been mistaken.
How could you see how Raw B could have been mistaken when you found the source material 2.5 seconds after you got disproved or discredited for putting up the picture? You put up the picture, everyone said, no, that's not her, that's not her. Oh, I have the real video now. I could confirm that it's not her. Like, what? Clearly, she could have known that too. Y'all did this maliciously. Maliciously to run a defense for Fatty. And I'm somebody that fucked with Robbie for a long time and supported her. I'm not supporting this. This is dusty as fuck.
So too. Nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? Robbie is promoting Fig, you know what I'm saying? Indirectly. You know what I'm saying? But Fig...
Do you hear these idiots promoting Fig indirectly? This is what you call promotion. This is what's wrong with this entire space. They will do the dustiest of the dustiest things to each other, and it doesn't matter as long as it's entertaining the crowd and they're getting a little super chats, they're getting clout, they're getting attention. Oh, this promo for her. Like, this is pathetic, bro. This is what I'm saying. Y'all don't understand the media in the slightest. Y'all don't understand building a reputation and building a brand with credibility and validity. Y'all know nothing about that in the slightest. Only the indoctrinated folks from this wing feed into this shit. Everybody else can see objectively what's going on here.
A Fantasy Island girl, she came through and represented herself, you know what I'm saying? And she said, no, good night. You know what I mean? She's out of here. You know what I mean? And show so to her. We got to shout her out. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, let's see.
Another one of my stolen drops.
We got a girl song in here. We got to have some type of girl song in here. Let's see what we got. You know what? We ain't got a girl song right now. We got to upload the ladies' song. But we're going to play something for Fantasy. I like how Fantasy was able to come up. Robbie was able to come up. Robbie might have seen the video and thought it was Fantasy. You know what I'm saying? Because it looked like her from far. You know what I mean? Or she probably got the picture from one of her sources. You know what I'm saying? She probably need to fire one of them. Fire them, Robbie. Don't have them doing that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's insubordination. Go ahead and fire them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but after Fantasy Island girl came up and beat her case, they let it go. I don't see them in the chat talking about it no more. It's all good. Yeah, look, exactly.
Now, this is where he fucked up. Fatty said someone sent me that picture to sent that picture to doctor. Someone was plotting on Raw. That was an honest mistake. Someone was plotting on Raw. Now Raw is the victim for trying to expose Fantasy with fake slanderous pictures set up from you and DJ Witch Doctor, who have you guys are full of shit. You guys were all in cahoots. This is pathetic, filthy work out here. How dumb do you think people are, man?
Exactly, Fatty. Let it be known, bro. That's exactly what happened, man. It's an honest mistake, you know what I'm saying? We're not attempting to defame nobody's character. We're not trying to...
I've seen him do it!
What are we talking about?
Diminish or dismiss, whatever the word is. We're not trying to do that to nobody's character. We're not diminishing no one's character. We good over here, you know what I'm saying? I felt the same way. Kojo said he felt the same way. That Aaron stream was cool. It was cool. It's not like, I don't feel Aaron addressed it, nothing. I was like, yeah, nigga, Aaron, about to talk that big shit. I watching it on the replay, so I had a chance to go get my drink. I was like, I'm about to sip a little bit of coffee because I'm on the clock, you know what I'm saying? I gotta do my, I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here trying to make an honest dollar, you know what I'm saying, out of 15 cents. So I'm like, look, I'm about to get my drink. I'm about to sit comfortable and watch Aaron O talk this big shit, big stepper Aaron O, you know what I mean?
Big pedo Aaron O. What the fuck you talking about, bro? What the hell?
But for the record, if she's 16 and she's legal, yeah, I'll marry her. What's your next
So you
play?
will. So
Yeah.
you will. So
Wait. Hold on. She's legal.
But I didn't think it was a. He didn't make a big step, but I'm glad he stepped though. You know what I'm saying?
It's facts, Destron. A bunch of short bus riders on the Untouchable team. Shout out to World Class for this clip.
And we were having a dope, interesting, elevated conversation about age of consent.
Now that is what he calls a dope, interesting, elevated conversation about age of consent. We have this man now in 5 separate clips doubling down as a serious conversation. First, he said, what's wrong with it? It's called, we're having a serious conversation about cultural relativity. Then he said, what's wrong with it? If it's legal, it shouldn't be a problem. Then he said, oh, the nuance of the conversation, it's legal, it shouldn't be a problem. I can't even remember the 4th one, and this is the 5th one. Like, it's pathetic.
Motherfucker, G Prince was annoying, baby.
I remember we got to 4 double downs before this stream. By part 2, we had him doubling down 4 times. Now we got him doubling down again.
Yeah, me and Ebner had actually got into it about that, man, because I was the one of the first ones that told them to keep them GBG niggas and all the Fight Club rejects away. And
that's what everybody needs to do with their platform now. Keep them GBG niggas and them Fight Club rejects the fuck away from your platform if you want to grow into this space. If you want to grow in any space on YouTube, keep them niggas the fuck away from your platform. They have nothing but dusty ass intentions. That's the reason why Angela's Discord got shut down. Too much of them dusty ass agents in there. The reason why I had some difficulties in my Discord for a little bit. I had a bunch of these motherfuckers trying to leech, but we cleaned up the community. We got these niggas the fuck out of here. These niggas are pathetic as fuck. They don't know how to make content. They can stay the fuck away from my platform. I probably have one more breakdown to do to expose the entire space one more time because there was some worse shit, but I don't even want to do that. I want to move on to other content. These guys are ridiculously irrelevant. When I was off, because I got suspended for like a week. Not like a week. I got suspended for a week. Went out a little bit more, chilled with some of my niggas. I got some feedback from some of my niggas that used to watch my show. They don't watch my show anymore. One of my niggas said, "Yeah, I used to watch the show for the celebrity news, the content. I'll watch it sparingly here and there when you're covering someone I care about. Too much no-name brands and YouTubers that I don't give a fuck about." The man told me that verbatim because he used to watch He used to watch Blunt Talk with LT and see all the topics I cover, whether it be celebrity news or trending topics or whatever the fuck it is, not these bums in this sector. So definitely have to go back to some of the older things I was covering. Get the hell out of this sector. There's no reason to cover this sector. It's a waste of time. This is like next world pathetic at this point. Disappointed in these folks in this sector. But I was gonna do the call-in show, to be honest, but I've been streaming for a very long time and one of my cameras went out. I'm gonna have to restart this. So if y'all want a call-in show and y'all want a panel, I'm gonna need enough people that have interest in this, or maybe the callers that called in before to put a 1. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want a call-in show. I'll bring back another panel in the next 5 to 10 minutes, but I can't do it in this show because I have to reboot the system because we had some cameras go out. So if y'all want a call-in show tonight, or we just wrap it up and we do tomorrow. If y'all want a call-in show, hit the 1s. If y'all want a show tomorrow and we wrap it up for the night, we just call it. We hit the 2s. Now this is when fake hustle goes wrong. This is when fake hustle goes wrong. I was trying to wrap it up. I was done for the night, folks. I was praying y'all would say too. I don't know why I did that shit. Now I got. God damn it, man.
Who was on crack?
Yo, what did I do? Why did I do this to myself? What the hell is wrong with me? Do I not think these things over? God damn it, man. Keep it going. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I gotta restart this so I can do the call-in show and y'all could see me. I don't want y'all seeing a black screen while you're talking to me and I'm seeing y'all. That's kind of trash. So we'll do a call-in show. Same title, same name. We'll do it in the next 5 minutes. This is a late night. All right, y'all. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Who are these niggas?
Yo, can I lie? Can I just fake the funk and not come back? Can I just lie, y'all? Can y'all let me up? Can I just cap, man? Can I cap for once? Fuck integrity, bro. Why did I do this? Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
What more do you want from me?
Come on, man. Can we keep it cap for a day, man? Just keep it. All right, we'll be back, man. I'm capping. We'll be back. We'll be back. No more crying. No more complaining, y'all. Y'all ain't got no time for that. Y'all ain't got no time for that.
Crying to me, and I'm not having it.
All right, man. I see I'm late all the time. I said in 5. I'll see y'all in like 10. All right, y'all. Wait for the guilt trip to work. That's fast. It didn't work. Y'all weren't having it at all, yo. Fuck. Oh, shit.